Hello. Move this microphone. No, I almost knocked my whole desk over. Oh my god. I almost knocked my desk over. Hey guys. Well, let's go over here for a second. Let's do this one. Turn the music down. What's going on? Make myself bigger. Hi, everybody. Well, Starfield's out for everybody. I am doing something off screen at the moment. I'm going to talk about some things. Okay. So, do you guys had a chance to play it? Anybody know? What we're going to do is break down Asmongold and Charlie, Moist Critical's review of the game. They both had some interesting takes, and they have some takes that I disagree with about the actual game itself that I wanted to talk about. And kind of like the state of gaming. If that makes sense. And so I guess we'll get into that. Hi, Maki, Ethan, John, Sky. What's up, everybody? So, man, dude, I've been pretty hit. I've been hit pretty hard the past couple days for my takes. I haven't been hit this hard since saying that the pilot to Rings of Power wasn't that bad. But I think this is worse. This might be the worst I've ever got backlash on Twitter, which is crazy because I've said a lot of crazy, stuff about left-wing communities, and those people push back pretty hard. But it's like it's weird because maybe it's like your own communities hear your content more frequently, so that's why there's more feedback. Don't know. What's up, guys? Yeah, so anyway, it's interesting. It's interesting. I also like the game. And I also, what was the other thing? So I like the game, which apparently is cringe because apparently the game's boring. I don't care about the pronoun thing, which is cringe because I'm somehow I'm contributing to the slippery slope. Anyway, I think it's interesting though that people have different opinions, even within the people that like claim to agree with each other. There's different opinions. I've seen people say that if you play this game at all, you're giving in. You're folding or bending the knee. Other people are like, no, you can play the game, but it's objectively woke, and therefore you should criticize it. These people even disagree with themselves. They disagree with themselves, I think. Let me bring my thing back. I've had like arguments with people, and I'm like, well, why do you think this is happening? And they're like, I don't believe that. Well, stop putting words in my mouth, Lofti. And I'm like, well, everybody else is saying that. How am I supposed to differentiate? Like, there's people who are saying, oh boy, why am I so big? Anyway, well, I don't want to talk about the pronoun thing too much today. I want to talk about the game. What is... Oh, Hayao Miyazaki's movie! Hayao Miyazaki's new movie comes out today, guys. I mean, sorry, trailer. And it looks incredible. It looks incredible. Then the music is on par with anything they've ever done. Anyway, I just had to point that out. What was my thing? Oh yeah, I got this cool suit. I'll show you in the game. I was trying to go back to everybody go support Rini. She's a good comic book artist. What was I trying to follow up with here? Like this guy, for example. Okay, this is a good example. Where's it at? I don't know if you can see this, but this guy says, gross. You can flirt with Sam Coe in Starfield. This is fine if you're a woman, but I already play myself in a game. But I always I always play as myself in a game. That's important. We'll come back to that later. He says, this goes against the story, as Sam is a straight guy, just like yours truly. So why is the option there for males? So number one, this guy's offended that you have the option to flirt with a male NPC character if you're a male. And then, by the way, it says in the reader's notes, the context says that bisexuality exists in previous Bethesda games, and the voice actor for Sam has stated he played a character as bisexual. Anyway, all this to say, this is even more ridiculous of a take. I mean, people think the pronoun things are cringe. I kind of understand it, but like, this is going back to, this guy's stuck in like 2002 when like Fable came out, and then there was like, you could marry a dude in the game. You had the option to have gay marriage in the game. It's like, where was this guy? This guy's been living under a rock for 20 years. If this is gross, he's shocked by it. Gross. You can flirt with it's like, dude, I don't know, man. Anyway, there's a bunch of people that disagree with this guy that think the pronoun things are cringe. And it's like a bunch of, it's a lot of different. Then there's some people that think the body type 1 and 2 are really cringe in the game, because the game lets you pick body types. Can you hear what I'm saying? I hope to God everybody can hear what I'm saying. I haven't been reading chat. Yeah, we're good. Some people think the body types are cringe, right? And some people don't. Nick Ricada doesn't really think it's cringe. I talked to him about it. There's some people that apparently think Elden Ring should have been people should have been more offended by Elden Ring for having body types. And then there's people that are gaslighting and saying that Elden Ring had everybody was complaining about it when they weren't. And then there's people who are gaslighting and saying people were up in arms about Harry Potter when they weren't. I don't like the gaslighting, I really don't. It's really annoying because it's like they're just trying to win the argument. Do you guys think that there was a big conservative pushback against Hogwarts Legacy? People are trying to tell me that there was, and I know for a fact that there wasn't because I was paying attention. Everybody that I know was promoting the game, pushing and driving sales of the game, giving away free copies of the game. Meanwhile, the game is much more woke than Starfield. And I said today on Twitter, I was just like, I said, I don't actually agree with this. But I mean, I personally, I don't agree with myself. I'm just echoing what I thought other people were saying. This guy says, I said, I find it odd that it conveniently broke everyone's back at the same time. He's like, this is the straw that broke the camel's back. I said, all the conservatives criticizing YouTubers and anti-woke influencers for driving sales, for promoting Hogwarts Legacy earlier this year, were 100% right. And he says, what were they right about? And I was like, they were right that shilling for woke content to own the libs was cringe, contributed to normalizing woke media, and no one should have done it. What I'm trying to say is, that's what I've heard some like people on Twitter say back during Hogwarts Legacy, but none of these big influencers were saying anything like this. They were pushing back against it. They were like, I remember when they were like, I could play whatever game I want to play. You know what I mean? People were like, don't play Hogwarts, it's woke. And I remember big channels were like, oh, fuck off. I'm going to play this game because it looks fun. Don't try to police the content of the games that I play. That's what the left does, right? Now there are people saying, I'm telling you, if you play this game, you are supporting, you're like, because I've played this game, I'm now supporting woke people. It's just stupid. Anyway, I wanted to talk about this one because isn't the gay thing dumb? It's like, who cares if there's gay people in video games? Like, what are we talking about? I don't know. I'm a Christian. I just don't care what's in games. And I also, I don't want to get into the gay conversation. It's stupid. It's annoying. I do want to talk about these things though. Here we go. How do I get, is this it? Yeah. I actually wanted to do the Charlie one first. Look at this guy. Someone says, hold on, let me read chat from my side. Razor Fist. Okay, let me go back a little bit. I did it and then cheated on him and then married. You talking about Fable? Married another person. Oh no, all the conservatives went to play it because the leftist backlash. Yeah. I did too, by the way. I didn't really play it for the backlash. I played it because the game looked awesome and I really enjoyed it for the first like 15 hours or so. I gave away copies for the meme. But look, at least I'm consistent about it. I didn't care about the woke content back then, and I don't care about the woke content now. You can't call me a hypocrite for playing that game when it had woke shit in it. I'm trying to point out the fact that other people have no logical response to this whenever I bring it up. It's always just, I was owning the libs, Lofti. You don't understand. Lofty, I was just owning the libs, okay? I bought 7 copies of Hogwarts Legacy and I sold them. I gave them away on my channel, right? Because I was owning China. Okay, Lofty, I was owning China. Those commies. And it's like, yeah, but Don, you freaking helped that game sell 1 million copies in like two months. You made big videos about it, and hundreds of thousands of people watched them and went out and bought the game. Yeah, but overall, we beat the libs, right? We just beat them. Their boycott didn't work, right? Their boycott didn't do anything. Joe Biden might as well have been driving that thing. He fell asleep at the wheel of that boycott. You know, Sleepy Joe. So that's it. That's the only explanation I ever get anytime I have that conversation with people. And it's kind of annoying, honestly. It's like, I think people they know that they don't have an excuse and they're afraid to like come out and say, oh yeah, I probably should have boycotted that game also. That's just how I see it. Sorry. By the way, I already said, if you have any pushback against anything I've been saying, or if you want me to clarify anything, I will totally, in good faith, respond to your question. And I will try to explain, because maybe you think I think something that I don't. Or maybe you misunderstood something I said. So go ahead and ask your questions. I'll try to pay attention to chat and stuff. But we're going to talk about... Wait, hold on. Let me just make... Wait.
More valuable than gold.
Can you hear... Hold on.
Another opinion on Starfield.
Let me mute my other music. Can you guys hear this? Is this okay audio?
This one's not like the other reviews. This one's
over top of my audio.
With a real nice personality and a big pair of honkers.
He always makes honkers and booty jokes in the middle and poop jokes, and he always does that. That's funny. I like him a lot. I love Moist Critical. I don't agree with everything he says. I didn't agree. Like, the biggest thing I think I had a problem with him was when he sort of jumped to the conclusion that the voice actress for Bayonetta was somehow being targeted and being abused by the industry, not getting paid. She wasn't getting paid. He jumped right on the bandwagon immediately and then had to backtrack 5 days later when it turned out that she only worked like less than 20 hours on the game or something. And she was demanding like a full career salary from it. I'll turn it up. It's really low. Yeah, let me turn it up. How about this?
It's my full thoughts on Starfield so far. So it is going to be
as I can get
a
it,
review,
and
but it's also
as loud as I
kind
can get
of
it.
an admission
Probably a little
of
too
my
loud,
weakness, because I'm just going to take the egg on my face here and say I don't think I'm finishing the game. No.
Okay. So we'll get into the review here. We're going to do a little XQC here. I forgot to get a chair. Next time I do a little React stream, I'll put a chair behind me. Well, I'll do it while this is playing. I'll go download a chair, PNG. Somebody says, Welsh has volume. Jack, does Lofty have a Discord server? I don't. I have a Discord. I had a server, but here's the thing. I can't stand Discord because it's a time sink, and people try to constantly talk to you on Discord, and then I have to ignore people, and then I feel bad about it, and it's this cycle of like kind of misery. So eventually, if I get big enough, I'll have a Discord for people to hang out in. But like, I'm putting it on hold, and also I don't use Discord much. Yeah, let me get my chair. Let me go do that while you guys are watching the first like 30 seconds of this review. Okay.
Now, everyone says that the game gets good after 12 hours. I am just shy of that 12-hour mark, and I gotta be honest with you, sports fans, I can't envision a world where I hit that 12-hour mark and a switch flips on, and all
That's
of a
fair.
sudden it's exhilarating. It blows my hair back, and it's a masterpiece. Like, I don't
That's a
see
fair
that
take.
happening.
That's a
But
fair
let's
take.
just assume that we are in a fantasy dimension where that is the case. That still doesn't excuse the first 12 hours being miserably paced and excruciatingly uninteresting.
So this is totally fine. I don't think this is a big disagreement with a lot of people. Do you have to finish a game to really mock it or criticize it or whatever? And I think, doesn't it depend on the game, guys? Doesn't it depend on the kind of game or how long the game is, or like if you've at least tried to do as many different varieties of tasks in the game as you could, I think you're fine. I didn't watch him play this game, but here's what I will say. If he didn't do anything except like, I don't know, like main quest stuff, I might actually disagree with him, because what he's saying is, oh, the game's not going to magically get more fun after 12 hours. And I think, well, it depends. Like I said, did you do any side quests? Do you know how good the side quests are compared to the main quest? Are you aware that they're better? Are you aware that do you have any concept of the outpost building or the ship building or like pirating in space? Like that, I would ask those questions. I'm not going to judge the guy. I'm pretty sure he's probably tried to do everything.
Like, that is still a bad design if you have to invest 12 hours before the game actually gets good. So I don't know if that claim is just cope or if that really is true, but even still, it doesn't negate my feelings on how this first just under 12 hours experience has been going. You shouldn't have to put that much time.
This chair is based. Wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second. This is my chair, guys. This is my temporary chair. So that I can actually, I'll make a funny one for the next stream. Okay.
Time into a game before it makes it worth it. And I want to be clear right away so there's no confusion. It's not because I think the game is bad. In fact, quite the opposite. I think everything in the game is good. But it's also extraordinarily boring.
Okay, we'll pause it there. I want to read chat for a second. People saying Discord sucks. 12 hours is more than long enough for any game. Depends. It depends what game. I mean, like MMOs, maybe not. Maybe not an MMO. Maybe not. Because one you can't really critique the end game, for example, which is like 90% of some MMOs. But it's fair if you don't want to play it anymore. It's just like, look, sometimes I don't want to play. I can't stand playing the first 30, 40 hours of MMOs, so I usually don't play them. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not going out and saying the game is like a 2 out of 10 after playing an MMO for, oh, I don't like the beginning of MMOs, so therefore the game is a 2. Well, no, because maybe the end game is so much better. You know what I mean? I'm just saying I don't enjoy wasting my time on it. I'm not going to waste my time on it. Personally, I wouldn't. Jack says I would finish. Oh, hi, Jack, by the way. Dude, I've been so stressed and busy, and every time I talk to you about getting that thing, it's just like a back and forth, and I'm gonna get it to you. I'm gonna add you back on Steam. Oh, this guy won. By the way, this guy won a. Are you the guy that won the game Starfield on the giveaway last night or 2 nights ago? Yeah, we had Jack. We had we gave away 4 copies of the game. It was actually kind of epic on my last stream. 1 to 3 hours to build up a world and dip your toes in for some content. Yeah. World building is kind of big. This is the same complaint about Final Fantasy 13. Takes far too long to open up. Yeah, I mean, that could be a very big complaint about the game. And people could say that that's a bad, negative part of the game. But you can't say the game is a 0 out of 10 because it takes too long to open up. Like, that's what Charlie is saying. He's like, dude, the game has good content, but I think it's just boring. That's what he's saying. I think that's what he's saying.
And underwhelming.
Oh, hi, JP Mexican.
I struggle to stay awake playing it. It's like the cure for insomnia for me. I would rather be listening to my college professor lecture me on the Krebs cycle through Vimeo videos as homework. It would keep me more stimulated.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip a little ahead. He just makes fun of the game.
Outrageous amount of hopium. That this would truly be an ambitious Bethesda title that would finally evolve their formula.
Oh, this is a good point.
Push it forward.
This is a good point.
But unfortunately, that's not what it is. This is the standard Bethesda experience that many of you probably know and love, but set in space. No more, no less.
Yep.
And you'll see that sentiment echoed across pretty much every single player out there.
Yes.
That's like the only universally agreed upon thing when it comes to this game. This is a very divisive game.
I don't know. I actually don't know about that. I agree with him. I have seen people who have been Bethesda fans say that this game is, like, for some reason, like, way more boring than Fallout or something. Like, they're saying the game. What me and Charlie are saying is, if you like Fallout and Skyrim, this is the same kind of game. So where we disagree is what he's about to talk about right here.
But you'll find one common thread, that everyone agrees that if you like the standard Bethesda formula, you'll probably like Starfield. And I completely agree. This is the
He's sweating hard because he just got back from basketball. He plays basketball. I'm assuming. Well, I know he plays basketball. I think that's why he's sweating.
Standard Bethesda formula. And for me personally, I'm just exhausted with it. Not because of oversaturation. It's not like they keep constantly feeding Bethesda titles to you, like shoving them down your throat every year like Call of Duty or anything. And that's true. Probably why for a lot of people this game is so comfy and is so exciting to them, because it finally scratches that Bethesda itch that they've had since the last title.
That is true, and it's huge. Big deal, because I'll tell you guys, I didn't play Fallout 4 very much. For some reason, I didn't have the time and I was busy, and I just never got into Fallout 4. So technically, the last Bethesda game I played was like Fallout 3. Or Skyrim. I played Skyrim like 5 years ago. Again. But my point is, this game to me scratched the itch, right? He just talked about it. It scratches the itch. And it does. It really, really, really does for me in particular. Like if you just recently played Fallout, and then if you just recently binged all of Bethesda games, maybe this game is not going to be as fun. That's actually that might actually be true.
But for me, that itch only gets scratched if the game is an improvement or something bigger. Like, I wouldn't want to just keep playing the same game with a different skin. I love the Bethesda formula a decade ago.
But he just said something. He just said something that's interesting. What's up, Deadhouse? And Green Tea and Gray Fox.
And this feels like it's stuck in the past. This feels like it's still playing with fidget spinners right now. It just, with all of the hype and all of the claims that they were making about this game pre-release, I would have expected so much more than just being complacent with the exact same Bethesda experience that you're used to with a different coat of paint. Now, it's a beautiful coat of paint. I actually love all of the main locations.
Okay, he's going to go talk about some positive things, and I'll talk about that in a second. However, hi JP Mexican. However, this is where I disagree with Moist Critical. It depends on the person, but for me, if it's not broken, don't necessarily fix it. I mean, yes, make improvements graphically, and maybe scale. But unless it's something like Breath of the Wild, which is a true reimagining of the original Zelda that was the way it was supposed to be, or unless it's something like Elden Ring, which is a culmination of everything they've ever done in an open world setting. I mean, Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, and Bloodborne are the same content. It's the same kind of game. It just has better graphics and maybe better. And I don't even know, guys. I'm saying Starfield being the same as Fallout and Skyrim, it's not a problem at all. In fact, it's probably what Bethesda knew that people, for the most part, wanted them to do. Charlie's not speaking for everybody. He's speaking for some people. Maybe you agree with him. But, like, And even when he said that he was expecting
pre-release, I would have expected so much more than just being complacent with
Okay.
the exact same Bethesda experience.
This is where when this game was being promoted and stuff, like 2, 3 years ago. Do you guys think here? This is my thought process. I assumed this game met my expectations because I thought, okay, this is going to be Fallout in space. Their actual Bethesda's actual like next gen experience is going to be Elder Scrolls 6. That game is not going to be Skyrim again. It's going to be here. I'm making a prediction. Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be a huge improvement in a lot of different ways. And I think what they did with Starfield is what they've always wanted to do with a space game. But Todd Howard said that he wanted to do this like 20, 30 years ago. They just did the thing that they wanted to do, but they substituted Fallout with instead of Starfield. Like that's kind of, you know what I mean? Anyway, what I'm trying to say is I think he is alluding to some sort of big major progress. He should be more focused on Elder Scrolls 6 being that game than Starfield. I just kind of went on a rant there. I'm sorry. I'm reading chat. I never did. Somebody said, "Hey, Lofty, I'm cheap and safe. Just wait until the game goes on sale and all the bugs are fixed." It's totally fine. It's a totally acceptable thing. Unless you have FOMO or, fear of missing out, or if you want to talk about it with everybody else. Like, this is something that I always push back on. They're like, Lofty, you don't have to play the game or watch the movie like as soon as it comes out. And I'm like, well, it's your opinion. But for me personally, I like being involved in conversations. I don't even care if I'm a YouTuber. I just like being on Twitter and in forums and YouTube comments. Being a part of the conversation. That's part of the fun of the game, especially something like Starfield or Elden Ring. Elden Ring? Are you kidding me? I wanted to be one of the first people to explore a certain area and then talk about it and tell some of my friends, hey, dude, if you go to this one beach, there's a cave, and inside that cave, there's a boss. Like, I want to have that conversation with my friends. That's fun. I think some people, when they do the whole I'm going to wait a year thing, that's fine for them and they have their reasons, but I think that is a boring kind of way to play video games unless you have a good reason. Like I said, everybody's different. That's just me.
That you're used to with a different coat of paint. Now, it's a beautiful coat of paint. I actually love all of the main locations that I've visited so far, and it's not like there's no new mechanics or anything. Like, the ship customization is super in-depth and really cool. The ship combat, I wasn't a huge fan of, but it's not bad by any means. Like, I think it's
we're gonna get into the ship combat here. Hold on. Somebody said that
you're used
oh
to
boy, I just had to refresh my page. I can't even read this anymore. Hold on, let me close my. Okay, Skyrim's online was fun. Everything after became less of a lesser copy for it. Interesting. Fallout 3 story was the dog dad was funny with the dog dad, but after finishing, it was never compelled to keep going. I'm enjoying Starfield. I just beat the Vanguard quest. Interesting. I almost did that one. So people have played it in this chat. I don't care for a Bethesda game. My husband likes to play them, but I honestly don't. Well, that's fine. Angela, maybe you like other kinds of games, like more survival games or something. I don't know. Everybody has different, like, some people can't stand survival games. And I love them. Like Ark, Subnautica, Ark. Subnautica and Ark are my favorite survival games ever, and they're some of my favorite games of all time. I also like Monster Hunter, which has survival components to it, like crafting and hunting for parts and looting. Monster Hunter is my favorite franchise. Some people can't stand Monster Hunter. Hate it. They hate the repetition. They hate even though the boss battles are like on par with Dark Souls, for some reason they pretend that they're not, and they're like, nah, Dark Souls is so much better, Lofty. I'm like, yeah, you just really haven't played a good boss in Monster Hunter. But the action to me is way more fluid. It's Capcom, so Capcom is fantastic with action. Monster Hunter has better action combat than From Software, I think. It's my opinion. It's the same guy who did the freaking, Final Fantasy 16 action combat and Devil May Cry. It's similar combo depth, and things like that, and depth.
Good implementation. I would have liked it to be a little more fleshed out, but overall, like, it's still fine and super functional. There's a couple other things as well, but I don't know if I can mention them because that'd be spoilery, and I'm not trying to just dump spoilers on you like a jump scare. But there are new things they added. But none of those new things are all that new per se.
No.
They're new to the Bethesda formula, but they're very familiar with many things you've seen in many other titles over the last decade. That doesn't make them bad. Again, I don't think there's actually anything bad in the game.
Dude, actually, that's the same thing a lot of people are saying. Although some people are saying it's boring and... no. I just want to get this out of the way. The game has great graphics. Some people are saying it looks like a PS2 game. They're just straight up wrong. They have a garbage eyesight. Like, they need to get glasses. Or they need to play... Do you know sometimes when you're arguing with somebody about a game, and they're like, this game looks like a PS2 graphics, and you're like, no, it doesn't. You do realize that some of these people are playing on like an old TV on like 1080p, really sitting really far away from the screen, with the lights on, with a washed out that they don't even turn game mode on. They have like the brightness up. I'm telling you, you guys have to realize that half the discussion about graphics, these people don't know what they're talking about. And it's just, it happens all the time. Same thing with YouTube trailers. People say this trailer looks like garbage, and they're watching a live stream from like E3 or something, streamed in like horrible, 720p quality, and then they're giving their take on the graphics. This is something that I've noticed more often, so I don't get into arguments as much as I used to about graphics, because I just realize that the person probably doesn't know what they're talking about, and it's a waste of my time. You know what I mean? It's a waste of time to it's just stupid.
Aside from the main,
maybe they have a shit PC also.
The writing in the main quest line is lazier than my summer book reports in high school. Like, it is kind of laughable at points. They really phone that in. It is some formulaic silliness. I don't want to get too deep on it, but
did he say the writing?
That was the only thing that I think is like actually weak.
I disagree. I've done some really funny side quests in this game, and the writing is good, and the voice acting is very good for the most part. I totally disagree about that.
Everything else is fine and good in certain cases.
I like random, no-name NPCs that have a randomly long backstory and, for some reason, a unique side quest for no reason. Just like some guy sitting in a cafe has a really fun side quest. Or some girl who's like a secretary in some building has a fun side quest. It's good writing. These are the things that people are not going to notice their first playthrough, and then a lot of people are going to miss these things, and they're never going to be able to, if someone says maybe the questing is bad, there's a good possibility they haven't even done any of the good quests. It's because the game is so huge. That's why. So I'm not blaming them,
but somehow the game still manages to keep a neutral expression on my face. It doesn't make me smile. It doesn't make me giggle, spit up, and kick my feet in my chair or anything. I don't get excited by the game because I feel like I've already played this so many times with Bethesda. For example, the engine that this runs on hasn't changed in a long time. So during the main quest line,
it did. The creation engine, it updated. This is a newer version of it, but he's sort of right.
Especially, there's almost no facial animations for any of the NPCs, so it takes all...
That's true. They don't have a lot of facial animations, but guess how many NPCs there are? 10 times more than Cyberpunk had. And they're all way better than Cyberpunk's NPCs, even the worst ones in this game.
Of the emotional investment and immersion right out of it, because you'll be getting great...
Cyberpunk literally went out of their way to promise that they would have next generation AI NPCs. And you know what has better AI NPCs than next gen Cyberpunk? 2 gens old GTA 4. GTA 4 has way more advanced and funny and responsive NPCs than anything in Cyberpunk. And that was the worst thing about the game at launch by far. I didn't even have that many glitches. I had a lot of
voice acting.
I had a lot of crashes, but not like glitches.
From all of these characters, but then you're looking at the character, you're having this goddamn staring contest where they're just staring a hole through your soul, and there's nothing on their face. Even when it's like an emotional beat, there's nothing. So it makes everything so fucking stiff.
Yeah, Aurora, some of the people complaining have like a 10-year-old PC. And it's like, how can you even trust that the conversation you're having is in good faith when these people that do have old PCs or are not doing it properly or should update their fucking drivers, you can't even trust that because they don't even disclose that information. So you're operating under the assumption that they have a flawless PC, and you're like, oh really? Is the game really that buggy? Oh god, oh maybe I won't get it now. You should never be asking yourself that question from a random person on YouTube or Twitter. Like that is the last thing you should do ever. You should go on Steam and look at the user reviews, and that's the best place for you to go. Steam has the best user reviews by far, easily. And you should watch like a YouTuber play it on like live. That's the whole point of early access and what's it called? Game YouTubers getting games early so they can get reviews out early. It's just don't trust like the big Kotakus and IGNs. Don't necessarily trust that, because some of those are, I don't want to be conspiratorial and say they're all paid off. Some of them might be, but a lot of them are like, they want them to keep sending them copies so they give them a good score. They're not all faking it, but just trust people you trust.
It's like all you can do is communicate with mannequins like it's I Am Legend. Like, if you're lucky, the extent of the expressions you'll experience in the Starfield main quest line is this.
Yeah, that's true.
And you are beyond fortunate if you even get that much. Because most of the time, and this is even outside of the main quest line, NPCs will give you the meanest stink eye this side of the galaxy's ever seen. If you talk to them or if you walk by them, they'll hit you with this. Like, they're just constantly concerned, like, keeping a...
I almost died laughing there because that just happened to me like 30 minutes ago before I started. That happens, guys. The NPCs will be like this. Dun, 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 dun. Like, they'll be looking over here, and then they'll get to you, and they'll go, huh? And then they'll turn their head again, and then they'll keep going. But all of them stop in the middle, kind of, and then turn their head to look at you, and then they keep going. It's like a predetermined thing. It doesn't bother me. It just, if you walk by an NPC, that's what usually they're gonna do. It just helps the game be a little bit more. I mean, they could spend another year on this game and make them better, but I don't really care. I don't want to wait that long. It doesn't bother me that much.
Close eye on you. It's like they're all fucking spies or something. Everyone's giving you the reverse Kubrick stare, and they all look like absolute
swagger of a black teen. IG, that was Miles Morales. He was like, yeah, Miles got that swagger of a black teenager, and then everyone's like, what the fuck did you just say?
Psychopaths. I don't know if that's like a bug or what, but that is a very common expression that you're going to get in your playthrough, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit.
I've only experienced a handful of bugs, and none of them are game-breaking. Like, there's no big bugs that I've seen on my playthrough, or even in any of the other playthroughs I've been watching. So this game really is pretty light on Bethesda jankiness.
Yes.
Which is great. That's really surprising, because especially given the scope of the game, I would have thought this would be by far their glitchiest one.
Todd Howard says, this is going to be our most polished game at launch. And then everyone on Twitter just started making memes about it. And they're like, haha, if you believe that, you're fucking gullible, Lofti. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I went back and tried to find some of the old arguments I had with people, because I was like, you know what? There's no way on earth. I said this. I remember saying this to like 10 different people. I was like, there is absolutely no way on this planet, or in any planet, or any universe, that Todd Howard is going to release another horribly buggy, disgusting game in a row. Like, if he did that again, he might as well, have to boot up Minecraft at that point, because that would be the worst possible thing he could have done. And to me, I thought Todd Howard knows this already. And B, They've been doing this game for so long that, anyway, it turned out to be right, and those people were wrong, and a lot of them deleted their tweets, so I couldn't find them. It's kind of funny.
But no, they put
WD. Squall Shade, Baldur's Gate is way better than Starfield in terms of story. Now, in terms of fun, yeah, in terms of everything, actually, everything. I actually really like Starfield a lot. I really, really, really like Starfield a lot, though. I'm having so much fun playing it.
40 on those squeaky wheels, and they lubricated it. They massaged it. There is not a whole lot of bugs here. So big W, handful of side quests. But there are some that are far more interesting than the main quest line. Significantly more interesting and better executed. Though I have seen a couple of side quest lines that a couple of friends of mine were streaming. And in one of them, it felt really important. Like they exposed a big web of corruption. There was a prominent figure that got outed for some bad shit. And once they completed the side quest, nothing changed. That character is still in the exact same position. So that whole side quest, even though you completed it, didn't really have an effect, which takes all of the wind out of the sails and makes the journey feel kind of worthless if nothing actually changes in the game.
That's maybe one example, but other examples clearly change. I'm telling you, major changes, like people die and stuff. And I wanted to address something in chat. Somebody said if Microsoft didn't force a delay, they might have released this broken. That's possible. I still think Todd Howard probably was in total agreement with that. Also, delays are really, really, really good and should happen more often. And they only benefit people. The people who are like, look at Bethesda. They had to delay it again. What losers. They can't even release a game on time. There's people out there that like make fun of companies for delaying games. And then those same people, if they didn't delay the game, they released it buggy, they would complain about it. In other words, what I'm saying is there are people on the internet that just want to complain about shit no matter what. You could do A or B or C, and they'll complain about all three things, even though they're polar opposites of each other. That's a big problem on the fucking internet.
I don't know if that was a bug or maybe they weren't done, but it seemed like they were, and they seemed to think that they were. So I don't know if that's commonplace or if that was like some kind of rare exception. But for the most part, the side quests are significantly more interesting than the main one. Now, let's get to some things that I think...
Oh, guys, did you hear what I was just saying? I hope my thing wasn't muted. Oh, okay, I'm good. I am going to play some Starfield. I just wanted to say before people think I'm just going to be watching this forever. In a little bit, I'm going to play some Starfield and show you guys examples of things that I think people are not talking about.
People have been misled by. And by far the biggest one, and the one that Starfield really put a lot of eggs in the basket of, is exploration. The go to any planet, explore. You can explore for thousands of hours. There's 1,000 planets to explore, and they're all fucking amazing. You're going to lose yourself in here. You're going to jack into the Starfield world, and you never want to go back to cringe old Earth. The real world is, can't even compete with what Starfield's got. And man, that couldn't be more wrong. That is so far from the truth, it makes me want to spit. I tried to do the...
So he's a little wrong about that. People weren't actually saying that. He's in conflating people's expectations with what they were saying. It's like they never said the planets have a million things to do on them. They just said that you're going to feel like you want to explore, and maybe they exaggerated it a little bit, but they didn't say it's like Skyrim on every planet. Every planet has a Skyrim-sized map that you're going to have waste 300 hours on. They never said that.
Exploring. I really did. But when you explore a planet, like let's say you go to one of the main planets, and instead of going to the main city, you land somewhere else on the planet. My thought was, with everything they said, you could land on that side of the planet and then run all the way to the main city if you wanted to. I tried to test this because I thought it was a cool idea. For example, I had Contraband on my ship, and when you're going to one of these planets that is a central one, really, they will scan your ship, and if you have contraband, they either arrest you or you become an outlaw and they'll try and hunt you down and all that, and then
Yeah.
you can't land at the main city. So I decided to try the outlaw thing. I ran away and then I landed on the planet outside of the main city where you're allowed to do that with contraband. And I thought it would be really cool if I ran from there to the main city so I could keep my contraband, keep my ship parked outside, and still continue the main quest while...
This is something Pimp Master Broda talked about yesterday on Twitter, and I didn't understand what he was saying, but this makes sense to me. Landing outside of a city so you don't get scanned, sneaking contraband into a city, it doesn't work, and it doesn't work the way you think it does, and it's partly because of the way the engine in this game functions.
Keeping the contraband and never going to jail. So I started running, and I ran for about 15 minutes. And it turns out you can't run from that to the main city or anything like that on any planet, apparently. There's a lot of invisible walls, if you can believe that, which is very disappointing to hear.
Okay. I'll explain it quickly. This game has, when you land, it loads a grid. And it's not the same grid. It's not, the whole planet isn't procedurally rendered, okay? The planet is rendered as a 3D model if you're moving it around in the map editor or in the map menu. But it's just a small, high quality 4K model of a planet. The actual planet, when you click on it, it says forest, it will say swamp, it will say mountains, it will say frozen tundra, it'll say coast, it'll say all these different kinds of biomes, and it'll say crater, right? It'll say frozen lake. And you click on roughly where you want to go, and if it says swamp, it will load you. Instead of you landing in it and you can see the whole thing come into view, like No Man's Sky, which we'll talk about in a second when I bring up Asmongold's video. Instead of that, it generates a grid of a swampy biome that's procedurally generated. So when you're in that grid, it doesn't remember where the city is in relation to it. So you can't run to the city. You have to leave the planet and then come back into the city. That's another thing. It's hard to explain. But here's my point. I'll say it later.
And during my entire journey spent going across this planet, it was entirely fucking empty. Just rocks, flat ground, and a couple of space animals. And by couple, I mean one space animal type per planet from everything I've seen. And they just kind of stacked them occasionally in clusters.
Okay. This is the first time he fucked up. Some planets will have very, very, very minimal wildlife. Some planets will have no wildlife at all. Actually, most of them are rocks and mineral planets. But some planets will have 6 to 10 different species of animal. Like the one I'm on now, I'll show you when I boot my game up in 30 minutes or an hour. I'll probably stream till 10:30 tonight, guys. Just FYI. But I'm gonna show you in a second. Some planets have 8 or 9 different species, and 3 of them might be herbivores. There might be a hunter on the planet, like a big predator, apex predator. There might be some birds, some fish. He didn't play enough of the game to understand that, so he's criticizing something. He just said every planet has one type of species on it. He's just not correct. But he is right about there's nothing on the planets because most of them haven't been colonized. It's outer space. I don't know what would be on Earth other than before we humans existed, other than trees and plants and volcanoes. I don't know what else would be on Earth. It's just, to me, that's logically how this game was always going to be. I had no expectations of advanced civilizations on every planet. Did you guys? Wait, am I crazy? Because that's exactly what I expected. Was just sort of desolate planets, some of them with life. And then also, I'll show you. I won't talk about it too much. I'll show you.
So that way it feels like it's somewhat alive. And that's it. There's a couple of places you can visit outside there, such as like a cave that has a
caves.
little bit more to it, or like a very small little mining colony on that planet in particular where there's like 5 people and a robot. And that's it. There's nothing to explore. Nothing at all to explore from what I've seen. Unless you just really love sitting in an empty, open world with nothing to do. Now, there was a moment during this long, empty voyage here through the void where a spaceship flew in, and it was like a random event. Some
random events are big in this game.
They parked, and I snuck aboard their ship, and I killed all of them. And the game has a cool mechanic where you can steal ships, which I think is great.
Yep.
And I decided to try and unleash a bit of a galaxy brain gamer maneuver. I still had all my contraband on the ship that I parked way back on that planet. And now I just stole this completely fresh outlaw ship. So I thought, maybe I can keep my ship parked over there, and I take this ship to the main city because there's no contraband here, so if they scan it, it'll be clean and I should be able to land there. I thought this would be a really creative way of getting around the scan and the contraband.
I was going to explain what he was just about to explain. I just don't want to have the video play too long.
While being able to keep it without ever being arrested or anything. But it turns out you can't do that. So I stole the ship, and what it did is it put the contraband from my main ship onto this new stolen ship. And thus the contraband was immediately alerted to the space hall monitors, the police force, so they came and they blew me up.
What he's saying is that when you hijack a ship, all your cargo from your previous ship gets transferred to your new ship. That's basically what he's saying. Now, are there a bunch of mechanics in this game that could be fixed and updated and made more of like a simulation and less of a sort of awkward? Yeah, of course. This is vanilla Starfield, guys. You remember vanilla Skyrim without all these like fun mods? Not as fun. Not actually as fun as... I mean, vanilla Skyrim is actually amazing. And it's probably better than Starfield. But I'm just saying, that's what this game is always... When they put so much effort into the questing in this game, and they put so much effort into the design of the cities, and a lot of detail goes into a bunch of stuff in this game, they're not going to put the same amount of effort into every single mechanic. They're just not. It's unrealistic. Come back in 3 years. We'll talk about this with Asmongold's video, actually.
So it just feels like, at least so far in my
I'm going to skip ahead a little bit.
Kind of like a loading screen simulator. Since exploration is so
This is what I wanted to get.
Most of the time, you're just going to be fast traveling around this game anyway. So you're constantly going to be going from loading screen to loading screen. And on PC, that's fine because it's quick. But it's just constant loading screen simulator anytime you're doing anything because they don't really have any reason to explore or actually...
Okay, so this loading thing is a big meme that people are talking about. I wanted to mention it. Hi, Camelot. Shouldn't they release it later or something? Camelot, it depends. Maybe you should play it later, and you should let us who want to play it now play it. Why can't you just wait 2 years to play it? Like, why do you have to force all of us to not have fun for 2 years? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm having fun right now. I understand what you're saying. They should delay it. But maybe, you have the option to wait and not get it. Like, I don't know how it affects you if they delay it or if you just wait to play it. Like, it doesn't affect you at all. It's the same thing. For me, I just want to play it now because I like playing this game. And I think it's a pretty good game right now. And I wanted a game like this to play right now. That's just how I see it. I think they thought that they were ready to the point where it wasn't going to get trashed in reviews, so they released it instead of... And then No Man's Sky did the same thing. And then No Man's Sky updated the game over 4 years, and it's better. And people love No Man's Sky now. So it's just like... That's just sometimes that happens. Real question, is Starfield just a Bethesda version of No Man's Sky? Yes, except better. Much better. Oh, you're not going to play it ever? Well, that's fine. Are you going to play Elder Scrolls 6, Camelot? Or do you even like Bethesda games? I don't even know. Somebody said, hold on. Chat said, wait a minute. Camelot says, I'm just waiting for you to mention one single negative thing. The reason why I'm mentioning a bunch of positive things, Camelot, is because everybody else is mentioning a bunch of negative things, and they're like, why would I add to it when the positive things are being underrepresented? That's why I'm not like shilling for Bethesda. The negative things about the game are there's not enough variety of landscapes and unique unique geological features on the planets. They're kind of, they repeat themselves too much. There's the space combat's a little too confusing. The over encumbered, I can't stand being over encumbered, and it takes too long to there's big whole outpost side, the whole outpost thing is all messed up. It takes way too long to even build, to even unlock all the skills to upgrade your outpost so you can even make one that's worth making. You have to put like 10 different skill points into the outpost tree before you even like it's even worth making. Anyway, there's a bunch of negatives about it. I just rather talk about the positives because everyone else is saying a bunch of things negative that I disagree with, so I'm correcting them. If that makes sense. No Man's Sky crushes Starfield on world variety. That is, dude, we're going to talk about No Man's Sky when we go to this video. See this one? This is Asmongold watching a video about No Man's Sky in 2023. And we're going to watch this next. And we're going to talk about No Man's Sky. And I have a lot to say about it. Being honest helps your credibility. I don't want to be, I don't want to be like, oh, I'm just shilling or I'm being only negative. I want to do a mix of both. But wait, what was I saying? Charlie won't make watchable content on it in 3 years from now. Yeah, that's true. Nobody goes back. Video game do you guys, Camelot, do you get annoyed in chat when a game comes out and then 3 years later it's really 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 good, but the game companies and these like journalist companies and websites, they just never go back and review the game. So when you look up the game on like Metacritic or something, it's the same score and like ratings as it was at launch, even though the game is like way better. To me, that gets annoying. I wish like companies did more like updated reviews, like Steam. That's why I tell everybody to go to Steam. Everybody should go to Steam to read reviews, current reviews. Steam has the best current reviews. They update them. That said, well, then I could see how you would appear to be an over-the-top simp, making excuse for a developer that's fumbled everything. I think they fumbled everything except this. This is like 80%. I probably so far give this game like an 8 out of 10. That's my probably takeaway. I don't think they fumbled much of it. And I was going to show everybody later. I'm going to play it. There's a lot of fun things to do in the game, I think. That it's just, you have to play it in order to understand, because the scope is so big. It can seem boring if you don't engage with every single objective and activity. Like there all these things that there are to do. If you're bored with one thing, go do something else. Like there's so many game mechanics. Hi Spooky. I give the game like 3 days max to grab me. That's fair. That's fair. However, there are games that are way better. Like for example, Baldur's Gate 3 is amazing now. Guess what? 3 years ago, it was trash. It was an early access, and they only did the first third of the game, and it was getting like, it was buggy, and people were giving it like 6, 7 out of 10, and they were like, yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 early access is kind of not as good as I thought it was going to be. Anyway, you know, and it was $60 in early access. $60. Some games get better over time, you know. Some games are better with like 1 or 2 updates. Anyway, imagine you bought a new car, but it didn't run until 3 years after you bought it. That would be shitty, but your purpose for buying a car is not to like casually have fun with it for 12 hours. That's a bad comparison. Video games, you can return them. You can come back and play them later. Yeah. Although I don't like having, if I buy a physical copy, I can't return it. That's not good. That is not good. Spooky says, I don't know, probably not. I don't know what we're talking about here. I can't get out of my thing. What about mining? Mining is, it's part of the outpost. I'll show you. Gray, that's easy. Charlie, yeah, blah, 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 blah. R.I.P. the naughty men that choose not to fast travel in games. Morrowind. Do you guys like Morrowind? I'm not a huge fan of Morrowind. Too much has happened. Oh boy. I'll watch your, oh, you guys have reviews. Anyway,
run
We'll,
there.
we'll finish this one up, and then I want to go to the No Man's Sky one, because it's I want to talk about No Man's Sky. But quickly, I wanted to say, if you guys had any questions, if you're like, I'm telling you, I'm getting so much shit for this pronoun thing, and I think I'm putting it politely, I think everybody is confused. I think everybody is confused. I think most people haven't played the game. I think, which means that they're probably missing some context that if I was one-on-one talking to them about, I could explain and it would make sense. And then I don't think it's that big of a deal, and I think it is the least woke game of like 5 of the last most popular games to release this year. That's just all of those things I think are true, and I think there's a lot of people that are buying into this hive mind. What did somebody call it when it was it's kind of a hive mind, not hive mind. What's it called when everybody like jumps on the bandwagon of some sort of like panic, cultural panic? Oh, wait, what the fuck is that? What am I thinking of? Can we shout to the Nawaz? I don't even know. I just think it's people are blowing out of proportion, and they're like, Lofty, everyone else disagrees with you. You're wrong. I'm like, well, they're all wrong. Actually, it's not even true. There's a lot of people in this community that agree with me. A lot of them have been vocal about it on Twitter. There a lot, and when I say this community, I mean just like people I've been on streams with. There's a lot of people that totally agree with me. A lot of people agree with me in private also, and are really kind of being a little bit cautious about being public about it because of the backlash. And I've had people tell me that. There's other people that are defending friends of theirs from a leftist backlash, and I've defended. I'm not friends with Az, but I've defended Az against some like Hassan Piker, because that guy's a dumbass and he made horrible. Hassan made terrible arguments. But I'm not gonna be like going out of my way to defend somebody just because they're my friend. That is insane. That's crazy. I'm gonna call anybody out. Anybody. That's like saying, oh, my friend said she was the R word. What's the YouTube safe word for the R word, for being sexually? I don't even know. But that's like saying my friend was abused, and but she has no proof, but I still believe her because she's my friend. It's like, fuck that. That's stupid. I wish more people would. Man. But I think it's about owning the left. I think really the main thing is owning the left, pushing back against the left. It's whether or not this is actually not a kind of a nonsense problem. It doesn't matter. This same problem could have been Hogwarts Legacy, and it would have been a much more valid reason to get kind of rage like outraged over. Much more valid. Hogwarts Legacy, because it's more woke. Graped. Thank God. Az admitted his freakout was planned bait. Oh boy. Oh shit. I'm telling you guys, I have no doubt in my mind that everything I've said about this is as clear and eloquently like presented as I possibly can. And I think there's a lot of people that just happen to be wrong on this issue. That's how I see it. There's nothing woke about some girl being a clone of a guy in a video game. That happens in a lot of old 70-year-old science fiction novels. The same exact story. There's nothing woke about women in the game. Some people are saying that the game has all women in positions of power. It doesn't. The mayor of Mars is a white male capitalist. The mayor of like the whole Western town is some cool badass old guy, white guy. Everybody's lying. They're either lying or they're confused or they haven't played it for the most part. That's how it is. But if you have questions, I'm just saying. I haven't seen a question come in, but I guess all my haters aren't even here. I put it on Twitter. I thought more people would show up. Unless Camelot says I would stand behind a friend, and in most situations, because that's what friends do. Not if they're wrong. I disagree, buddy. I'm not going to be like, yeah, you're right, when I know you're wrong about something. People do that to me all the time. If I'm wrong about something, they call me retarded. You do the same thing, dude. You call me retarded all the time. How come when I do it, it's a problem? That's the most hypocritical thing I've seen on Twitter in the past couple of days. People are like, Lofty, these people are your friends and you're out here publicly disagreeing with them. And I'm like, well, go fuck yourself, because people publicly retweet and quote tweet me all the time and say Lofty hasn't had this bad of a take since Rings of Power, bringing up something from a year and a half ago that's totally irrelevant, ignoring all of the good takes I've had in between, and just focusing on like the 3 bad ones because they're a meme. And it's like if everybody's doing this to me, why can't I do it? It's kind of actually hilarious from my perspective, but I don't think people understand that dynamic of what I just described, because they have their own main character syndrome problems. I respectfully disagree with them, says Jack. Lofty, come on, you being clear and eloquent is saying like fire is cold. I think I explain myself and I think I talk very clearly. If maybe if you have a point of confusion, you could. The problem is Twitter is so hard to communicate with. You say like a sentence and then somebody like assumes your whole perspective on based on one sentence. I just went on like the biggest rant there about. I want to talk about the game itself.
There's just not a lot of interesting
We'll jump back and forth between because the pronoun thing is so dumb.
things to do along the way. So why not
if my friend Zia told me she was graped. Okay, well, look, maybe you would stand by her, but I'm saying, would you stand by her publicly and then call the person out without doing any research? Maybe you would do it in a way that's responsible, but also standing by the person in private or something like that. There's a ways to do it without knowing that somebody is lying about something or could potentially be lying about something, and then echoing that to the world and like throwing it out there, and then like doing the whole thing with the BLM thing where they're like, this kid was 14 years old, but he was really like 25. People just, just don't spread misinformation. That's all. Everybody should be skeptical of things that they don't know about. If you hear something, don't just assume that it's true, because anyway.
Travel. So there's
Getting too
a lot
far
of
into the
that.
weeds.
And another bafflingly odd decision is there's no real map. So if you go somewhere,
if it was uncovered that they lied, then you would drop them. Yeah, that's true. You could pull that. You could do that.
in the game, you land on a planet,
but then you would have to kind of be like, sorry guys, I jumped the gun a little bit on this one. But
city, wherever, if you try and bring up a map, there isn't one. And I don't get why. It's super easy to get lost because of that.
I gotta go on, by the way, Camelot, I gotta go on your editor's stream. He invited me on. I forgot. He's a nice guy.
Easily rectifiable. Just put a fucking map. Like, it's 2023
this
and now
is
we
something,
took away the map. Like,
guys, look.
A map? There isn't one. And I don't get why. It's super easy to get lost because of that.
There is no map in the game. There's no mini map in the game. Guess what? You're either gonna love or hate it. Charlie doesn't like it. There are other people I saw on Twitter. A thread went viral today. Somebody talking about this. People have been getting tired of mini maps in video games for a very long time, and they've been very vocal about it. I like the fact that there's no map in this game. You know why? Because I'm way more immersed. I'm not constantly looking at the lower portion of my screen while I'm running around environments. I like that there's signs and arrows and directional things telling you where things are in this game that help you navigate in a more immersive way. To me, that's a very, very positive thing about the game, especially in the big cities. And Charlie is here complaining about it. So, this might be an example of like, Charlie's not always right about some of the shit that he talks about, guys. Just because he sounds, cool when he talks and has like funny takes and like people. I saw a tweet one time that said this man was never wrong about anything, and it was like it went so viral. And it's like, yeah, he is. These people aren't gods. They're not like fallen angels or like, these people are regular people, guys. Like what?
When it was so easily rectifiable, just put a fucking map.
Yeah,
like,
I don't want a map.
And now we took away the map. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Map exists in real life. Yeah.
What's there is bad. Like,
but
it's not even replacing a map. It's just there is none. What you can do is pull up your scanner and do like 360 degrees in circles to try and locate the interesting point you want to go to. Like
Yeah.
if you want to go to the industrial district of a place, you can pull up your scanner and then look around with your character and then see over there, and then you can run at it. But
Here's another thing about Bethesda games, guys. Let me ask you if you think this is true. Have you ever played a Bethesda game where you've played it so much that you memorized where every location is in the game? Like you know, if you want to go to Solitude, you know where how to get. If you want to get the right Whiterun, you got to go this way. If you want to get, you know what I mean? There are people that love that kind of world building and gameplay. There are people out there that prefer it because it's more immersive. It makes you your spatial awareness more acutely aware of like where you are in the game. It also makes you focus on not the fact that you're not you don't feel like you're playing a game. You feel like you're kind of lost or in the world. That's the whole point of these games.
But there's no actual map, so it gets very confusing.
I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit.
Fashion.
I think we're almost done. I want to go to Asmongold.
Just get from point A to point B. Thanks to making it a less janky game than, you know, what we're used to from Bethesda. But that being said, it's still exactly what we're used to with Bethesda when it comes to its gameplay loop. It's exactly the fucking same. The combat here is literally just Fallout combat, but without VATS. And it, like I said, it is smoother, but it's still just the same goddamn thing. There's not a new...
Yeah, this is the last thing I'll talk about with Charlie. The combat, I understand what he's saying. He wanted something different. He wanted something new and interesting. This is just Fallout without the body pointing direction system. I think the combat's exciting enough in this game that it allows for example, allows for different play styles. You can do melee. You can do laser weapons. You can focus on shotguns. You can do a lot of different things. It's all very samey. It's very similar, but it's not ever. Skyrim's really never been about shooting combat. Really, the VAT system in Fallout is kind of fun, but it's like it's kind of gimmicky. I don't know. I've never really cared much. Skyrim is different. Skyrim is the magic and the bow and arrows and everything is. There's something special about Skyrim. This game does a good job, though. This game has a shit ton of really cool sci-fi weapons. Like, a lot. And they look really cool. And they do different things. And you can mod them. Is it the best thing ever? No. It might be... The combat by itself might be like a 6 out of 10 rating. Maybe 7. I haven't played enough of it yet. I'm just going to say that, you know.
New... crazy amount of depth. There's not a new crazy amount of things that you can do in combat here that we haven't already been doing in Bethesda games for over a decade now. Like, it just... They've polished off what they've had for 10 years instead of building what they had for 10 years.
Yeah, that's the last thing. And then he just kind of goes off, and then you can watch this video on your own. You can finish it. Basically, it's just whether or not you expected them to do Fallout 4 in space. If you did expect them to do Fallout 4 in space, then you might like this game. And if you like Fallout, if you thought this was going to be some big new Bethesda, like the Elden Ring of Bethesda games or something, like you had bad expectations. It's kind of your fault, to be honest. Like I said, Skyrim might actually might be the game. Skyrim might be the game where Bethesda pushes boundaries, and I think they should try. I still want the same formula because fucking Elder Scrolls 6. I still want the same formula as Skyrim in terms and Oblivion, blah 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 blah. But I want them to like either make it bigger, more immersive, maybe have mounts where you can have like a mount, like you can ride a bunch of different things. Maybe add a bunch of really all the best mods that have ever been made in Skyrim. Add them to the base game of, you know what I mean? They could do things like that. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. We're going to play. Oh, by the way, guys, I have my Starfield. Like, it's right here. I have my Starfield ready to go. I just wanted, like, at the end of my stream, I'm just going to play for about 30 minutes, and I'll show you anything you want to see. I'll show you. If you want to see skill trees, I'll show you skill trees. I'll show you planet explorations, anything. But I'm going to go back here, and we're going to watch part of Asmongold talk about No Man's Sky versus Starfield. And in the meantime, I have to refill my coffee. So, Mr. Chair, Mr. Chair's got to take over. And for you're gonna clip this and you're gonna tag Mudahar and you're gonna tag whoever else was complaining about it, and then they're gonna go, look, Lofty should be canceled. He was streaming Asmon's video for his own benefit and taking views away from Asmongold. Oh no. Anyway, I want you guys to go whine about it on Twitter. I'm kidding. I don't even give a shit. I'm just gonna do it for the meme, right? But I have to go make a coffee. I'm gonna play this video, the first like 2 minutes of it. Chair stream. Or you guys can name my chair too if you want. You can call it whatever you want. You can talk amongst yourselves. You can have a conversation with Chair. You can just listen to the video though. It's a good video. I'll be back in like 2.5 minutes.
No Man's Sky is like Starfield.
Oh, keep in mind, guys. Keep in mind, Asmongold. This is not his review of the game. Asmongold played about, I want to say, maybe 15 hours of the game, and he was terrible at the game. He played the game wrong. When I say wrong, I mean he objectively did boring things on purpose. I'll explain it later, but keep that in mind a little bit, and then I'll explain a little bit. But go ahead and... He's not very good. He actually was not at all very good at this game. He's not... I don't even know if he's that good of a gamer besides, like, maybe some MMO stuff. Okay, go ahead. You're going to hang out with Chair.
Field, if the developers cared.
I'll be back.
I don't know what to expect.
Don't go away.
From this video. And everybody says you should play No Man's Sky. And I figured I'd watch this video and see what it's all about. No Man's Sky sucked on release. Yeah, well, that's something it has in common with Starfield.
No Man's Sky, a game that went from this to this. Released in 2016, No Man's Sky was surrounded by excitement, anticipation, and most of all, incredible hype, promising more than 18 quintillion planets to explore, then finally being tossed into the hands of its eagerly awaiting consumers to just not be good. Like, at all.
I'm looking at these things and I'm just like thinking to myself, how many of these things have happened in Starfield?
It was barren, lackluster, and missing almost more than half of what the developers and Sean Murray promised. Well, that was 2016, and my goodness, has No Man's Sky changed since its release.
Damn.
Gently milk?
What? I'm sorry?
I milked them?
You what?
I have craw milk? With more than 21 major updates, over 70 patches, and even more...
So they did 21 updates, and like, so do you pay a subscription for the game? Or like, how does this work? No, you don't. It's all, wait, it's all free? What the fuck? So it's not DLC or anything like that. It's just free.
Content rolling out as the game continues to be live, with thousands of players, new and old, exploring the farthest reaches of space.
3,000 to 5,000 people is not a lot, but I mean, fuck, that's pretty good.
Many people have been asking the question, is No Man's Sky worth playing in 2023? After all, it's an open-world space game with a procedurally generated universe waiting to be explored, whether that be by yourself or with a party of up to 4 friends. So I went ahead and jumped back into No Man's Sky, both solo and with a friend, to let you know if you need to give this game another chance. The only fair way for me to do this is to start a brand new adventure. Now, to my surprise, this game gives you a lot of options when starting a new character. You have the normal difficulty, relax, creative, create your own rules, which are surprisingly extensive. Like, holy
god damn.
That's nice. Survival and an expedition, which are content-focused story beats that are dropped with each update, allowing you to play with other players and experience a special piece of content. I went ahead and just chose normal since I wanted the intended experience, and let me tell you, the experience was experiencing. I didn't mean to shoot you. Oh, whoa, wait, yo, I don't like the...
That's crazy. There's nothing in Starfield like that.
I don't like. I mean, not the. I mean, I don't like the creature. Looks like the creature looks like. I don't like it.
Oh, there is.
Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry.
I
I don't
haven't
like this.
seen it.
I don't like this. I feel uncomfortable. I feel like
After playing 20 hours.
Get away from me! I'm not gonna lie to you here. The first 1 to maybe 2 hours of No Man's Sky's intro is really boring. But stay with me because I promise you this game gets a lot better.
Sure.
Because what other game lets you name an anteater,
So that's a anteater, bear, honey badger?
bear, porcupine thing?
Oh, porcupine
Timmy.
too. Yeah, I forgot about that.
This game does. You start with the basic tutorial, how to move, use a jetpack, scan for materials, you get the picture. Your first goal is to fix a spaceship that you have found crashed on this planet with you. With no memory as to who you are, where you are, or how you even got here, the story of No Man's Sky throws you into a self-discovery adventure. Sure, you may want to just get into space right away and start doing all these fun activities that you saw in the latest trailer, but you gotta earn those wings first. It isn't until around an hour of learning how to do basics for movement and flying.
I'm back. How was Chair? How was your conversation with Chair? I hope he did a good job. He probably blocked half the screen for you, but I guess there was a lot I wanted to say in the beginning of this. We'll play a little bit more, but here's the thing. I'm pouring a whiskey because I ran out of Keurig cups for my coffee, and you can probably hear me pouring my whiskey. I'm just gonna have a whiskey anyway. What's up, Blitz? What's up? Hey, buddy. What's up, Scaly? And oh, you were already here. Somebody just joined, Flaccid and Snafu. By the way, guys, I'm asking anybody who has questions about Starfield that you want to answer. I can answer them because I played the game a lot. And if you have any questions about the controversy, I can explain it. I can explain my take on it. If you think I'm dumb about something, you can ask me. I don't care. But here's the thing. Oh, what kind of whiskey? It's Jack Daniels. Here's the thing about No Man's Sky versus Starfield. Blitz, it's been a minute. Yeah, dude, it's been a minute. I've been so distracted with so many things lately. I haven't had a break. This year has been one of the best years for gaming in a long time, guys. A long time. I haven't had a break. I wish I had a break so I could stop playing video games and watch more anime. And I wish I had a break so I can read more stuff and do more like projects, 3D printing and all this crap. And work on my comic book. No Irish cream? Nah. But anyway, guys, yeah, feel free to ask me questions. I'll answer anything. Here's No Man's Sky, though. The problem is this game has been in development it was in development for a long time. And then when it came out, it was just as bad as Skyrim, but much worse also in a lot of ways. And it was also, and it's had so many updates. It's had like, 27 updates? Like big updates. Big content updates. Keep that in mind, by the way, because I'll tell you right now, in 1 year, Skyrim's been out for 5 years? In 1 year, No Man's Sky's been out for 5 years. In a year from now, 2024, around this time, there will be more mods for Starfield than there are updates for No Man's Sky. Bethesda has always been good to the modding community. And worked, allowed them to do shit. And we'll talk about that in a minute. God, I had to blow my nose. I'm sorry. I have allergies and I'm drinking whiskey, so it's like making it worse. Hoping Final Fantasy 16 comes to PC. I hope so too, dude. I love that game. I love that game. Just FYI, you left me on delivery for over a year. Dude, I was telling people earlier in the stream, I gave up on Discord because it became too much of a time sink. So if anybody messages me on Discord, I might not notice it because I would have to scroll down I can't pay attention on Discord as much. I only use it for emergency streams and for random video game information. But we'll have to catch up. Why are you transphobe? Okay, Dolo? I don't know. Oh no, that's the other person. look, nobody's a transphobe. Nobody's a transphobe. Okay, you're not a transphobe because the only thing that makes you a transphobe is if I'm trying to think when that word actually would apply in this situation. It would have to be if you would have to be an anecdotal situation where a trans person and you were friends and they were playing the game and because this is kind of what I think. If somebody wants to have a character creator where like they can make a trans character in a game, I don't have a problem with them doing that. But if you said, no, you're not allowed to make a trans character in a video game, and the person's like, why not? And you said, oh, because I don't like trans people and I don't think you should have freedom to do anything you want to do. That isn't you that gets borderline, like that kind of mentality gets a little bit borderline, like weird. I don't care if you think that in private, but like you shouldn't even think that about a game that lets a single player game that lets you have customization like that. It shouldn't really bother you. Now, I understand people are upset about this game, like quote unquote forcing you to use pronouns, which it really kind of doesn't. And then they're upset about like the slippery slope thing and all this stuff. That's different arguments. In Baldur's Gate, somebody said, I have 100 messages I sent you this week. Dude, I know you sent me shit and everybody sends me stuff. I'm sorry. Think for yourself. Don't let media decide your bias. Oh boy. That's pretty obvious. Yeah, that's a good one. Let's see here. I'll have to check my messages. I'm sorry, guys. Announce it's coming to PC. Yeah, that's Final Fantasy. So do you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, as long as we're coming to the agreement that, like, I'm assuming most people wouldn't have a problem if there was a mod that allows you to use like they them stuff. I don't think anybody would care because a lot of people on the right are like pretty consistent about the fact that like the mods should never be banned and doesn't matter what side you're on. You know, if there's a communist mod, they should allow it. If there's a national socialist mod, they should allow. I think conservatives are pretty good on that usually. I just think this issue is different with the game because Bethesda, I can't even get into it right now. It's too much to get into.
With your now repaired ship, that you start building your first base on a planet that you don't even want to be on. Oh my God, constructing bases, shelters, hearth of... Why do I have to do this now? This is the first thing I have to do.
Oh, speaking of mods, let's talk about this for a second because like I said, No Man's Sky has a bunch of updates. I don't know if they have a lot of mods. I don't know. Do they? Speaking of mods, Nexus Mods is banning anyone uploading mods that remove pronouns in Starfield. Green Tea says, I read this earlier today. I have a lot to say about it. Number one, there should be no banning of mods, period. Unless the mod is against the law, there shouldn't be a ban. That's my take. It's not a hot take, but when I talk about the nuance of this specific mod, it might be a hot take. This specific mod, removing the pronouns, doesn't make any sense to me. And I don't think people are thinking about the mod beyond the shallow what they think it like stands for. Think about this. What is the mod actually doing? Here's my problem. The game has dialogue for men and for women differently depending on what you pick. And the game also has a third dialogue option for they and for characters referring to you as like they and them. Okay? Those are things that Bethesda recorded and they're in the game, and they're in the game. You can choose, you can swap between, you can have a guy that has you can have a male character body type that has she that the game refers to as she and he, or you can do he him. I hope everybody understands what I'm saying when I say that, because it's important. this mod, the only thing I can think of is this mod is doing is it's restricting you from not two things. It's not allowing you to swap your pronouns, the dialogue options. So you can't, so it's restricting the game's dialogue path into a male-female binary, which is fine. But it's also removing the they-them dialogue tree entirely. So that's really all it's doing, okay? I don't know what else the mod is doing. Now, my point is, why do you even have to install the mod? If you want to play as a guy and you don't want to be referred to as anything but like he, him, because that's your biological take on like gender, all you have to do is make a male body type character and hit start. That's all you have to do. You make a character, it assigns you a dialogue option based on your body type. And then if you hit start and create character, the game starts. And that's it. The mod isn't doing anything for you. It's a waste of your time downloading the mod. Why would you spend time going to look for that mod when all you have to do is ignore the options that you have to switch pronouns? So you don't even have to engage with those options. Can someone explain to me why the mod exists? I'm really trying to understand why people are making that mod in particular. Are people literally triggered by the word pronoun on the screen? Is that really why to me that's kind of insane. If you see the word pronoun and you get triggered by it just because of the word pronoun and it has nothing else, that's crazy to me. And if that's why people are removing the mod, even though it doesn't change the game at all, let them do it. I'm just saying it's weird. I don't understand it. Is it hurting anyone though? No, it's not hurting anybody at all. It's not. But I'm just saying it's not doing anything at all either. Like there's no point in having the mod, because the mod, you could download the mod and it's no different than just making a male character in the game. It's the same outcome. I just don't understand it. Can someone, is anybody in chat have a good take on that? Like why the mod exists? It defaults to he, him. Yeah, it defaults to he, him, guys. Did somebody say it doesn't? If you create a character and that's a guy that has a male body type, it automatically assigns you he, him, which is essentially a sexist or a transphobic thing to do, but the game does it anyway. I mean, I made a whole video about it. You can go watch it. The mod is more of a political statement. Yeah. So for example, I think the mod exists for the meme only. The mod exists so it can be a really high downloaded mod so people can tweet about it and for it to go viral. Like, I don't think it exists for any other reason. You know what I mean? Adding in politics removes immersion. Well, Squall, that's a good point. I mean, that's not a good point, but I'm glad you brought it up. I don't agree that it removes immersion, because if you want to say that pronouns are politics, fine, that's okay. I might agree with that to an extent. But once you start the game, after you create a character, the pronoun goes away. It doesn't exist anymore. You start the game, the pronoun disappears. The only reason the pronoun is there is so that you can choose which dialogue tree you want. Do you want people to call you a guy or a girl, or they, them? Once you start the game, the pronoun goes away. All the immersion, it doesn't break any immersion at all, because once you start the game, it goes away. You start the game, and the rest of your 100-hour experience is completely unaffected by the 10-second pronoun thing in the beginning of the game. It doesn't break immersion at all. I'm playing the game now. I'm literally role-playing as Bulma from Dragon Ball Z, and I'm having zero immersion breaking from pronouns, something that happened 30 hours ago. People are exaggerating that. That's one of the things that annoys me, that I just think people are being stubborn about and obtuse about. I don't, just because somebody said it, I think who said it? Just because Az said that it breaks immersion doesn't mean you have to agree with him. Just because he said it. You don't have to. It's okay if you disagree with Az. I disagree with Az on that. I agree with him on a lot of things. I agree with the Snow White controversy. I was all on board with everything he was talking about. We're going to play more of this and talk about No Man's Sky in a second. I just wanted to read. Chat's kind of asking me questions now, so. It's no big deal, honestly, Green Tea. No, I agree. Look, if you don't want to play the game, I don't care. If you do want to play the game, I don't care. I'm not going to shame you for playing this game. Some people are shaming me for playing the game. People are saying that I'm contributing to some sort of slippery slope. I didn't shame people for playing Hogwarts Legacy. I didn't shame people for playing Baldur's Gate, even though that game is very woke. I don't think we should be shaming people for playing whatever they want to play, even if it's woke. If a game is woke and somebody wants to play it and stream it, and if you are trying to tell them that they can't do that, or they're not part of the club, or like get out, or it becomes very puritanical, and it becomes very pseudo-religious, and it's almost like the concept of like excommunication, where if you don't adhere, if you sin, even the most minor sin, you're kicked out of the village. You know what I mean? That's kind of how it seems. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that are calling me out and saying that people are saying that I'm fake pretending to be friends with all of my friends in this community for clout and all these other reasons, when they think that in reality I'm some leftist lunatic that wants to like whittle down the willpower of this community so that they can be more accepting of pronouns. There is a conspiracy theory going around that people actually think that, even though I'm just telling you my honest opinions. The same thing I did with the Aztec game, and the same thing I did with, I don't know, other games. It's just, if you become, I don't know. It's like these people are in a cult and they don't know it, and you got to be careful of those people. Dermot, this man is dishonest. Which, are you talking about me? I hope not, because I've been nothing but honest.
Base. I don't want to do this. I get that base building is an important core feature for No Man's Sky, but something about having to play that base building is an important core feature for No Man's.
If you look at this, it's not a fucking dick. It's just a hammer. It's like Thor's hammer upside down.
What is happening?
It has nothing to do with a dick. There's never
Sky, but
what the hell was that?
Having to place a base on a planet.
I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit.
Start exploring. Eventually, once you follow the main story beats that guide you into your next solar system, you're introduced into the space anomaly, which is just a multiplayer hub, and this hub lets you get new quests, points of interest, and more game mechanics.
Oh, I think you do.
You're also allowed to play.
All right, so I think Asmongold's going to go off on a little bit of a rant about, because I think he likes games with like multiplayer hubs. I don't necessarily like those kinds of games. I think they're annoying. Someone said, "Dear God, this slippery slope argument is made by people who never played a role-playing game." Yeah, where you pick a gender and you pick a race and and you pretend to be something you're not. Look, the slippery slope argument. I'll get back to the No Man's Sky thing in a second. The slippery slope argument is dumb because if because I excuse this pronoun situation, people are telling me that they're responding with Lofti. You don't understand the slippery slope, okay? Once you introduce one thing, and you're okay with it, they're going to start pushing it more and more and more. And they're saying that I don't understand it. And my problem with that is I definitely, obviously understand it. If you follow me, if you know who I am, I've been talking about woke stuff for a while now. I don't even like any of it. Number two, though, these same people are not consistent with their slippery slope. So, for example, like when Cyberpunk came out, these people were playing it, and a lot of them, and Hogwarts Legacy, they were like I said, guys, they were promoting this game. They were promoting a woke game so that they could own the leftists who were trying to boycott J.K. Rowling. If you want to tell me that I'm ignoring the slippery slope, you got to go back and tell everybody who promoted Hogwarts Legacy that they were ignoring the slippery slope. And you should shame them for it. You should go out of your way and DM them and comment, or not actually, but you should have been doing stuff like this instead of, oh, but they're my favorite YouTuber, so I don't want to say anything. I don't want to say anything to them. But Lofti, I don't like Lofti, so I'll call him out. But you know what I mean? The slippery slope argument doesn't work because the people using that terminology against me are the same people who ignore, for example, Heimdall when he was race swapped in the MCU, and they were like, "Oh, but that's cool because Idris Elba's a good actor. I don't mind." Oh, but it's still a slippery slope, right? Race swapping. Isn't race swapping a slippery slope? If you say one character is okay, they're going to keep doing it. You understand the hypocrisy? It's like, it bothers me because they're calling me out on my morality when these same people cannot possibly have been consistent with everything the slippery slope fallacy falls under. It's too much. There's too much. Unless you boycott everything, unless you don't even play video games or watch anything at all, you're probably being a hypocrite. Whoops, I hold on.
Play with friends now.
They spawned me in space.
We're gonna fly over you.
Yo, what is that?
I don't know. It just gave me its phone number.
Squall Shade, quickly, why is Hogwarts woke? Well, it's woke. It's woke. I don't really think it's that woke, but it kind of is, because I'll tell you why. It's more woke than Starfield because there's a major trans character that they draw attention to in the game. Major. Side character that you can do a lot of quests for. The whole game refers to you as they, them. The entire game forces you to accept they, them pronouns. Every character in the game refers to you, and when they refer to you as your title, like Ravenclaw or whatever. But a lot of the times when they're talking about you, they'll use they, them pronouns. Every character, doesn't matter if you picked a male or a female. There are no he, him, or she, her pronouns in the game. They did that so that they could not offend anybody. They were cheap. They did one dialogue track. Okay, they were cheap. And also the game has it's probably the most diversity in heavy video game I've ever played. Maybe every race under the sun is represented in the Hogwarts school, and it's. I'm telling you, if you didn't notice these things, they were there. I'm just, But I don't care. I just hope you had fun playing it, is my point.
Let me write that down.
After greeting my friend Andrew in space,
So
we
wait.
wanted to explore the nearby planet.
Slippery Slope could have been made in Fable, Mass Effect, old school Bethesda games, Dragon Age, Jade Empire, any game that has gay people in it, any game that has any trans character in it. You could go back to the cyberpunk literature in the 60s and 70s and 80s and probably make the Slippery Slope argument for Philip K. Dick and a bunch of other writers and authors. I don't like the Slippery Slope argument because everybody just picks and chooses. They're just like, I'm gonna be offended. I'm like, well, why now? And they're like, because I feel like it. And I'm like, well, okay, that's cool. You can be offended by something. I'm just saying, if I'm not offended, don't yell at me about Slippery Slope.
Really that much
So
to do?
you just say so you just fly directly down from space onto the planet? And I guess kind of like that ozone layer break or atmosphere break is the texture change?
This is the big thing, guys. Did you see? Wait, did he actually?
That's crazy.
Yeah, there really isn't.
To be fair,
Asmon didn't even know this.
we did land on a planet that was practically the equivalent of the Arizona desert. So before we headed back into the anomaly to start a
I've
quest,
been on
I
10
needed
of
some
those
oxygen
today.
to keep my life systems
Actually, no,
online.
20.
And thank God Andrew had some.
Okay, how do I...
Fall on the
Oh, here we go.
Andrew joined my squad, we flew out from the base, talked to the person in distress, and descended to make landfall on the planet.
Oh, there's the worm.
See, dude.
Okay, do you see the way they're flying their ship right now, guys? This is actually kind of a big thing. You can't do this in Starfield on planet surfaces. I don't know if you guys knew this, but that's one of the worst parts of Starfield. If Camelot's still here, this is my main criticism. You can't fly your spaceship around above planet surfaces. You're forced to land, and then when you want to take off again, you're forced to go all the way out into space above the planet. Now, there's two things to say about that. Number one, I think it breaks immersion a little bit, and it's annoying and irritating because I want to be able to. I'll tell you that stuff in a second. I'll get into it. I understand why they did it though, because however No Man's Sky made this game, was a procedural generation thing. Their engine that they were working with and their whole development cycle and the entire thing was a totally different engine. It's not, you can't compare the engines, first of all. Second of all, I don't know if it would have been easy to do this in the Creation engine or in the Bethesda engine. I don't know anything about game development, so I'm not going to say yet yes or no, but it's very well possible that this is very difficult to do, and Bethesda was worried about launching this game with horrible glitches and bugs and weird things happening because they decided to do this free form mode of transportation as opposed to the loading screens. And I'll tell you, I am happy that they decided to spend time on questing and RPG stuff and skill trees and dialogue and writing and storytelling. I'm very, very, very happy that Bethesda put effort into all of those things and not this thing, because that's the thing that No Man's Sky does well, but they suck at everything else. No Man's Sky has the worst quests ever. No Man's Sky has no side quests, like irrelevant fetch quests, like literally some of the worst questing ever I've ever played in video games. There is no, but comparing that if you're trying to compare the two, it's like comparing it's like comparing like what am I trying to think of here? I can't even make a comparison. Like some generic hack and slash game with like Dark Souls. It's like the questing in Skyrim and Bethesda games and Starfield is way better. It's not even close. Andrew says, I don't do quests in No Man's Sky. I just fly around. Is that what you said? That's fine, but doesn't that get boring after a little while? Now, unless you're playing with a bunch of friends and you're building a base and you're going for different you're exploring planets and you're finding alien wildlife and you're taming an alien creature. These things, I hope, make it into Starfield. I'm not saying No Man's Sky is bad. It's actually a great game. I'm just saying, Bethesda, the reason why Starfield is great is for many other reasons than it lacks some features in No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky is better because it has better features. Yeah, No Man's Sky also has way worse role-playing features. It's not even close.
Dude, that's what I was talking about that I wish Starfield had.
It will have this, dude.
Needs,
it's going to have it in mods.
Shit moments whenever you see something like this. Like, that's the thing. Is it like you have to have those like big dick, like, oh my God, what the fuck is that?
Wait, can I say something? This guy played the game for like 15 hours and he explored maybe like 10 planets. This game has 1,000 planets. How does he even know? I'm sorry, you guys are covered. The whole fucking chat is covering his face. My point is, how does he even know that some planet in this game doesn't have a big worm creature on it? I don't know. I've never come across one, but it's possible. He's making assumptions about it. I don't know. I understand what he's saying, though. I've also never came across a worm in No Man's Sky in like 55 hours.
You know, like Dune moments? Yeah.
Before we even tried to possibly fight those giant worms, Andrew and I had other plans.
Come here.
What the
Some
fuck
of
is
them
that?
like to like fly along the ground.
Oh,
so,
is
like,
it
if he
bugged
drops
out?
down-
Come here.
No, these are cool.
Oh,
These are
this
cool.
little Interact animal. Gently milk.
What? I'm sorry?
Is it meowing?
What?
I have straw milk. Adopt his companion. There he is. All right, I'm gonna name him Glurmp.
Glurp?
He looks like a glurp.
That's a good
After
name.
taming Glurp and making sure he was
This shit's awesome.
What the fuck?
I will say it's
properly fed and pet. God, could you imagine petting that? Slimy or squishy?
You can just like
I'm gonna say slimy.
just got it
we
as a
refocused
mount?
our efforts on the task at hand, fighting the giant.
not. Okay, let me explain this, chat. I love one of my favorite. If I ever made a game, honestly, if I ever made a game, if I had $1 billion, whatever my game ends up being, it would have animal or like creatures that you could tame and ride. That's one of my favorite things in video games. Okay, it's fun. Okay, it's a combination of having a pet. It's a combination of having like a mount that you can go faster, travel more, and everybody has like, that's amazing to me. Now, okay, Skyrim is gonna have shit like that eventually with mods. No Man's Sky has it. Now, No Man's Sky's limited. I played this. I don't think you can even take these creatures off the planet. You can tame them and ride them around, right, on the planet and feed them. But that's it. You can't do anything else with them. For example, it's just not even. Sometimes it's not even worth it because you have better ways of traveling on the planet than riding a little animal around. It's kind of just a novelty. Has anybody played No Man's Sky and like really like, am I wrong about that? Because I've done everything I think you can do with these things. Here's what I want to do. Let me tell you that, like, let me explain to you what I think would be a much better game. I want to combine. No, I've always said that. I actually said this before, and I thought about like pitching this to somebody. I want to combine No Man's Sky, but a much smaller version of it, with, or Starfield, with Pokemon. Okay, and here's my take. I would have a game where you're in you are exploring planets, and every planet has a variety of like Pokemon type creatures on them that you can. I don't know if the catching mechanic would be the same, but you can either tame them or you can like figure out a way to like sort of manipulate them. You can what's the word I'm looking for? Kidnap, I guess. Kidnap them or like cargo. Put them in your cargo, bring them back to your home planet, take them out, and then literally straight up like make a zoo on like your home planet. And then another thing that I would add was like would be all these creatures should have a different gimmick or mechanic that like benefits you somehow in the game. Like one of them, maybe one of them creates like a rain cloud above it that like waters plants beneath it or something. Maybe another one is really good at like harvesting like poops a lot, so you can harvest a lot of dung from it. And they all have like so there's reasons to go get these creatures. They all have different things. They have different abilities. And it's almost like a Pokemon thing, but it's also a base building planet simulator where you can basically take all of the creatures in the galaxy and populate your own planet with them in a sort of preservation kind of way. To me, that I don't know, that just sounds so much fun. I would play the hell out of that game. You know what I mean? And then some of them might have offensive abilities where you can take them to other planets that have higher level enemies, and you can actually use these creatures to fucking like kill higher level creatures and then tame those ones. And then I'm telling it's guys, but in space, and like the planets are not too big where it would be cartoony. So the planets would be like kind of small and round, and you could explore the whole planet in like an hour or like 2 hours, and then you would move on to the next one, and it would be like I'm telling you guys, this would be like very fun.
Giant worms.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah, right there doesn't help.
It's literally inside of the.
Lone Wanderer, I'm telling you, Ark is my main influence. What I just described, Ark is my main influence for that, because that's how I play Ark. I only play Ark for the dinosaurs and for the base building. That's the only. I don't give a crap about anything else. And so, but I also think combat and single and co-op would be essential for that game to be fun. Single player and co-op. Mario Galaxy, sort of like Mario Galaxy planet sizes, but more like maybe more old school Pokemon. Maybe maybe like, oh boy, sort of like top down isometric kind of vibe to it, but with like not with like really shitty gameplay, but like I can't describe it.
Trees. The giant ball.
Outer Wilds
It
with
is not
yeah,
showing
Outer
up.
Wilds is a
The
good
only
example.
problem
That's a
for
good
some
example.
reason is that Andrew couldn't see them.
You can kill every character in BG3. Yeah. It's kind of like games that let you recruit any companion to your team, like Wasteland 3, or like what are those games called where you can recruit any companion in the game, any person in the game to your team and like customize your sort of your team. But I would do that with like aliens instead of the people in the game. I would like be able, like anything you see in the game, you can recruit and bring back and populate on your own planet. I just think it'd be fun. I'm gonna stop talking about it.
And just
Monster Rancher a little bit.
That's a big
Did you
boy.
not see that?
No.
Like, look how cool that is, man. That's so badass. Like, that's the kind of stuff that people want in a space game. Look at that. That's insane.
You're telling me you don't see these giant
These
worms
crawly
looking at-
boys. Look at them.
the plants. Like this thing.
Opted
Yeah,
got into our
Mailhunters.
ships and
He's right, but once again, Starfield's gonna have stuff like that.
visited the social hub to cash in our mission.
What
So
the
that
fuck?
mission was a cool experience, but for Andrew, it bugged out. The thing with
you
No
can't
Man's
win 'em
Sky
all.
is that everything you can do in single player, you can do in multiplayer. But
Right.
sometimes the spawning of objects is a bit off. Kind of like how ships sometimes fly into planets.
Who are these people? Who's the one in the middle?
Like Pluto?
Are they like going through this? Where are they going? These guys are gonna crash right into him.
This video is kind of annoying.
He just moved
Huge.
in for college. And exploring a desolate freighter that felt like dead space, I decided it was time to go back into
you
my
just
own
say-
world.
Well,
and
actually, maybe
continue
I should have played a different. You know what I mean, guys? I think I said enough about No Man's Sky. Like, here's his take on. Like, if you want to watch it, I'm gonna play Starfield in a second. Actually, I'm gonna throw it on now. Here's another video he did called. Where is it at? 10 out of 10 would refund again, and he just kind of like breaks down this guy's video,
I
complaining.
think I'll live.
Complaining about the game. My point is, it's just, the game just came out. Yes, it's not perfect, but the people that are saying it's boring, to me, it's like any other Bethesda game. I think I said this earlier. It's just like, it's only boring if you don't like Bethesda games. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm actually going to, whoops. I'm actually going to throw on, I'm going to play my music. Whoop, where's it at? I'm going to throw on, where the heck is my music? I'm going to put on the game, guys. I'm going to put on the game. And I'm going to show you a couple things. And before you go, before we end the stream in like 30 minutes, I'm going to say, you know, if we disagree on this, that's fine. I don't have anything against you. But I'm not like some woke libtard because I don't have a problem with pronouns in Starfield. And I just think some people are exaggerating. I'm not going to change my mind about that. I've thought about it too much to the point where that's just my opinion. Wait, Lofty plays Ark. Is there a vid or stream? No, I don't play it on stream, dude. Seeing him in the tribe working with others, dude, I would love to play a game like that with people. It'd be so funny. Can you imagine like everybody bullying me? I'm like running around. I'm like, hey guys, I got some wood. And then somebody like runs over me with a dinosaur. And I'm just like, I got wood, guys. Do you want some? Blah! And then I die. And then like, I just think it'd be hilarious. My opinion is sucks. Thank you, Akids, for your polished vocabulary response to my take. Bethesda actually has a good games. Morrowind, Oblivion. Yeah, dude. Some people like Daggerfall. I'm telling you, Starfield is good. I just don't. I can't compare it to like Skyrim because it has so many mods. I really, really like Starfield so far. I have a problem with Woken game. I'm just too tired to care right now. That's fine, dude. That's fine. Totally fine. Totally fine. I agree. I don't like woke things in games either. I complained about Saints Row. I complained about what else did I complain about? It's way worse in movies and shows. It's way worse. No Man's Sky does it better. It does a lot of things better, but No Man's Sky has like 1% of the questing that Starfield does. Starfield has like 50 hours minimum of more interesting side quests, main quests. Way better questing. They do good things each differently. I sold you on Starfield. I haven't even played it yet, dude. I'm gonna pull it up. Chat, I'm gonna go plug in my HDMI cable. I'm gonna turn my mic around. Hold on a second. Give me a second. Chat, yell something. I don't know. Come up with something to yell about for like 30 seconds while I fix my thing. I'm fixing my cable. Oh, here it is. I got it. I have to plug my HDMI cable into my thing in the back so I can play it. And I just didn't feel like doing that earlier because I wanted to use my computer monitor for watching videos instead. I think I fixed it. Oh boy, can you see any of this? Oh boy. Let's see if this works, guys. Yeah, it's working. It's totally working. You're going to have to tell me this now. Right? Can you hear the game? 24 plus 7. What's that? 24 plus 7. That's 24 plus 8. That's 32 hours. 32 hours, guys. Also, unfortunately, my thing is screwed. My character's stuck looking to the bottom right for some reason. Damn it. Fuck. It's annoying. What are you guys saying right now? I need to... Did we just drop a lot of viewers because I started playing Starfield? I was so sure. I was surprised, dude. We had like 20. Normally when I do solo streams, I'll get like 20, 15 viewers sometimes. I think I got a lot of new viewers, new people showing up and hanging out with our squad. Past couple weeks. You know what I mean? Like Squall Shade. Are you a new viewer and hanging out with us? And Lone Wanderer. Maybe I've seen you a couple times. I need to be on Rumble, dude. I'm gonna be on. So I have anxiety with Rumble. I have anxiety with multiple things at once. I might just do Kick and YouTube. When I stream video games, I'm probably going to start a Kick very soon, and I'll let you know about it. I might do Rumble. Anyway, here, look what we're going to do, guys. Let me know if you can hear this. Okay, here's something I wanted to explain. This is the combat. These are all my weapons. I left some of them on my ship, because I'll tell you later. Let's use this one for now. So first of all, I'm going to show you this. Can you guys hear this? Can you guys hear? Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. I didn't realize they were right next to me. This is not good. Oh, God. So I have a helper. I have a companion. I have a companion. This is my friend. Andresia. Now, I'm a girl in the game. I'm a girl. Wait, hold on. You can't see. I'll take my mask off, but... So, I'm a girl in the game, so I don't want to be a lesbian. I just don't like lesbians. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I just, I haven't, like, romanced her yet. But, Oh, wait. I can hide my helmet. I'm just gonna keep it on for now. I think this is a cool helmet. It's a mantis helmet. This is my. I just got this mission. I did this mission where this guy's a bounty hunter named Mantis, and he's kind of like Batman. He has a bat cave, and I literally assumed his identity. You know what I mean? It's just really cool. Now, this is my current armor set. But I like Andreja. She's really hot, like Eastern European chick. Really fucking hot. Let me turn the volume up a little bit. I don't like lesbians. Lofti 2023. A pack mule. Yeah, they're pack mules, dude. They're pack mule. Who killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. So my point is, this is how I've been hunting, doing experience. This is how I've been. Oh God in heaven! The gravity on these creatures is insane for some reason. I've been farming EXP. Oh God! Sometimes I don't know. The forest here is. Sometimes I don't know where they're gonna come from. Anyway, you can get all these guys' resources.
I hope wherever you store that the smell will not
So,
taste you.
like this, I don't know if Asmongold just didn't come to this planet, but there's big creatures here. You know, I don't know if maybe he just didn't do this planet. I don't know. But this is how I'm just showing you guys combat for a little bit. Oh God. I just did a minigun. This is a minigun. It's very, very deadly. I don't like using it too much. This gun is really powerful, but it has my ammo is running really low. You can't see my ammo behind my head, but my body. But you can do third person. You can zoom out even further in third person. It's like Bethesda actually nailed the combat, I think, in terms of actually it being pretty fun. Some of them have armor. Now I'm just farming EXP at the moment. I don't know why I'm farming EXP. Because I'm almost at level 18 and I just wanted to get there. But I just wanted to show you guys some of the combat. Now some of these aliens are really easy to kill. This is just one planet, guys. Now look. Okay. There's buildings over there in the distance. I could go to that refinery. It's a building. Now they're all kind of randomized and they're on every planet and they're all very similar to each other. There's creatures up there. You can scan creatures. You can see, do you see the survey on my screen? I can survey everything. For example, I can scan this. You see this right here? This is copper. I can scan it. And as long as I scan everything on the planet, I can sell the surveys for a lot of money. So it gives you incentives to explore the planet. You can sell these surveys for money. And like if, you know, I could go up here. Now the game glitches. I'll show you this. I don't know if you can tell, but when I go in and out of scanner, watch. You see that frame drop? You see that? Watch it. Ready? Watch it right now. See? It freezes for about a quarter of a second. That's the my only really big bug of the game right now is every time I go in and out of my scanner, it bugs. It bugs itself. I'll show you this. I just think this planet is cool looking. Sorry, I should read chat more often. I'm sorry. Can you romance your companions? Yes. Only some of them. Do you have ammo issues? Never had ammo issues, ever. I usually have a lot of guns, and I have a bunch of grenades. I'm actually pretty efficient with ammo. I can count on how many times I'm interrupted by reloading and sprinting in this game? Yeah. Now look, I think this game looks cool. Now let me show you my spaceship. Okay. I also think the music is really good. Go to a facility. I'll go. I just want to show you my spaceship. I'm playing this because most people haven't seen this game yet, even though it's been out for a while. It still just came out yesterday for most people. This is my new ship I got. It's called the Razor Leaf. The Razor Leaf. I got it from this bat cave that I explored. And the mantis had it. It's really cool looking. It's very... all of this shit is modular, and you can replace all the parts on it. I can replace any part on this ship. But it looks cool. And here's my guy. This is my guy. Vasco. He can come with you if you want as a companion. I can pick... I'll show you my ship. I'm sorry. Coughing into my thing. Is this game only third person? No, yeah. So, third. It's 3 different views. It's first, third, and then an extended third. That's much further away. So this is my ship. Like I said, all these parts are interchangeable. There might be a ship with this bathroom segment on the front of the ship. There might be a ship with, like, for example, up here. Well, I'll show you how that in a second. Here's like a coffee corner, right? And I can eat these for health if I want. I can put things here probably. Here is my my cockpit. There's seats here. Like, your companions will just like sit there while you're flying around. Here's my cockpit. Here's one of my guys. This guy's really good with spaceships. So I told him he can climb aboard and join my team.
Yeah, boss?
I actually saved this guy's life. There's probably like 50 to 100 different NPCs you can recruit in the game. It's actually pretty cool. There's a lot of different kind of people you can recruit. So this is my main part here, you know. And then this is the cargo hold where I can access my entire cargo. All of these items, right? Like here's all these little items that you can use. These are all crafting components, right? You know, you can look at them just like Skyrim. You can look at any item. Okay. My favorite part of this ship is up here. I like this part a lot. Okay, so this is the upper area, my weapons room. Now, there's a bunch of cases. Here's a modified Razorback a revolver. There's like helmet stands. Just like Skyrim, you can display your armor. I can display my backpacks and my helmets. They have the same, like I said, here's a really cool modified Beowulf gun that I want to start using soon. There's another gun here called the Poison's Assassin. You know what I mean? There's like a glass case with a helmet. And then over here, I have my whole wall. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I might have lost my weapons, dude. Hold on. Did this just glitch on me? Oh, no. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me check my inventory. Okay, I'm good. Wait. Oh, no, guys. Okay, here's my point. Here's what happened. This is actually a problem. I had weapons on these weapon racks, and now they're gone. I don't know where they went. I don't know where they went. Now watch what happens if I do this. I just want to see what happens. It's not that big of a deal. They're replaceable. Let's just see what happens here. Oh boy, let's load my old save here. Oh no, I don't even know what to do anymore, guys. Let's just load this and see what happens. See, look, the game's not perfect. And it's definitely not a 10 out of 10. Damn it. Oh, Bulma, by the way. Bulma. Very fun to roleplay as Bulma. You get to run around and explore for Dragon Balls. Oh, shit. Now I'm going to do this. I'm going to go into the surface map, and I'm going to fast travel to my ship. And it's probably not going to be there. Let's see what happens. But I want to show you a bunch of other shit. It's not a big deal for me if I lose those.
What can I do for you, boss?
And I might find them somewhere else anyway. I don't even know. I might maybe I'll find them in a random locker or something. Ah! Ah! Okay. Nope, they're gone. No, they're gone. Kill me. It's your fault. Look, all it was a shotgun and a pistol and then another pistol. But here I'm going to show you this, guys. I'm going to show you this. We're going to go. Somebody asked me something earlier. Somebody asked, this is the lunar map. Okay. By the way, that's the first time I've ever lost any item in the game. Ever. It was 20, 30 some hours into the game. So be careful, maybe until they update the game, don't put your shit on a weapon rack. Let's see here. Let's see. What I was just trying to get experience points. But I can show you, I can go back to my colony. No. I can go back to my, here we go. This is Earth. I'm sorry, this is Sol. This is Earth. You want to see Earth? Earth is fucked. Earth is not doing very well. I have to check something. Give me a second. Earth is not doing very well, guys. So, it's all dead. It's all dead. Everything is sandy desert. Something happened. Something happened. I can go to the London landmark. But actually what I wanted to do is this. I wanted to show you my base of operations. Luna Outpost 1. This is the fast travel component, guys. I just went from that one planet. Now I'm going to be on the moon. And look, it's not that long of a loading screen. It's just slightly longer because I'm traveling so far, but that's it. So now I'm here. Now this is my base. I'll show you. Okay. This is my small base. I just started making bases, guys. I made a landing pad for my ship, which is very, very important. So you can unload cargo. If you make a landing pad and if you make a cargo transport like this, you can load your cargo. See, watch this. Do you see the output link? It's connected to this. So anything... Oh, I got to do here too. So both of these containers have all of my resources that I can exchange onto my ship whenever I need it. Okay. That's how that works. These things over here are collecting iron. Oh wait, they're collecting... What are they collecting? Iron. Iron, guys.
Do you ever wonder how humans might have developed differently had our homeworld had gravity this low?
Yeah. That's true. We would have been really lanky and tall and skinny. Anyway, this thing is collecting lead. Okay? It's collecting lead, and it ships it right to that container. Same thing with that thing. And then over here, I'm just explaining. I'm going to try to go through basically everything in this game in terms of all the mechanics you can use. Whoops, I jumped too high. Lofti faked the moon landing. Yeah, I'll have so much to save, gets bloated. Yeah, dude, I might have to delete save files because maybe that was the problem. But anyway, here's my main. It's very empty. It's very empty. But I have a research station, and I have an industrial workbench, and I can create. Well, I'll show you this right now. I can go into a build mode. Okay. Whoops. And I can create all of these different things. I can create a space suit workbench, a research lab, weapon bench, right? Then there's turrets that I can put outside if there's aliens. Then there's sanitation mini bots that give you boosts. Then there's all of these different customization options, right? storage boxes, wall posters, dartboards, floor mats. It's just fun. It's, you know, you can make, you know, a mannequin where you can display your armor sets. Like, I can put a whole wall here of armor sets. Display stands, weapon racks. Don't use them right now. That's not a good idea. Backpack stands. And a crew station and all this stuff. Anyway. What I also wanted to say was... What else was I going to say? Oh. So that's the base building part. And then you can, like, you can change the walls to, like, different things. You can add... I'll show you that in a second. Here's the research lab. More Streamland than No Man's Sky? Yeah, it's very easy to build bases. Yeah. I can research shit. So here we go. Food and drink. Food and drink. Actually, let me go to weaponry. So I already researched grips, barrels, optic lasers. A lot of these are blocked because I don't have the weapon engineering perk unlocked yet. So I can't do that. I'm actually not doing a weapon build character right now. Outpost development. This is where you unlock all of these things. Domestication buildings. You probably can house, I'm assuming you can house animals in these things. I don't even know. I don't even know what this does. You can have robots on your base. You can have mods to your helmets. Anyway, this is very fun. I like the research. Then there's a workbench where you can create parts so you can build things. And then, for example, this is what I was going to show you. This is actually important to show you. This is the skill tree. Very, very deep and complex skill tree. So you have physical, social, combat, science, and technology. Okay. So for example, technology is, I'm doing a Bulma role play. So she's an inventor. She runs Capsule Corp. She's an explorer. She looks for Dragon Balls with a scanner. So, you know, I have my ship stuff, my ship's ballistic weapons. I have shields unlocked at this point. And then when you click on one of these abilities, you can level them up, all of them. Every single one of these has 4 ranks. And they give you really good things, like the shield system. At rank 1, 20% increase to your shield capacity. At rank 4, it will occasionally resist 100% of all damage received. 60% of your shield increase. So these are very important to level up. You could play a whole game. You could play an entire 100-hour playthrough without touching the entire combat area, which is what I'm going to be doing. Because what I'm doing is leveling up laser weapons to rank 4 very quickly. And I'm going to just destroy everybody with all of exclusively laser weapons with my Bulma character. Now, my next playthrough, I'm probably going to do shotguns and pistols and do more of like a John Wick kind of character. And then I'll probably unlock a lot of these. Like later on down the line, spend 10 more points. This one, crippling. Human enemies have 30% increased chance to enter a downed state after taking enough damage. And there's 4 of these. Arrow to the knee. Look at this one. Arrow to the knee. Human enemies can now enter a downed state earlier. Arrow to the knee. This is a really cool Easter egg, actually. I was once an adventurer like you, until I took an arrow to the knee. And then there's social, which is very important. I'm focusing on pickpocketing, and I'm focusing on persuasion, so I can have better chances of questing. I can do intimidation. I can do instigation. I can do manipulation. I can do... Oh, this game is very, very... There's so many ways you can play the game. Commerce. You can sell things. Very, very... A lot of money. I don't have any of these unlocked. Physical weightlifting. You can increase your capacity for carrying stuff. You can do all of the physical stuff. Cellular regeneration. Neurostrikes, concealment, invisibility cloaks, chameleon. Dude, there's a million ways to play this game. Oh wait, I wanted to show you one more thing. And then you can design your spaceships, or your spacesuits. Research craft cutting-edge spacesuit helmet and mod packs. So my brother, for example, has almost everything in social. So he's doing a lot of questing, and this is very important, and he has combat stuff. And he has no tech or science research, and he can't make any spacesuits. So he has to steal space. He either has to kill people and take their spacesuits, or basically that's all he can do, which is fine. You can play that. You can play the whole game like that. I'm just trying to explain, guys, how this game works. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is this. So I have star map. Now I can't even show you ship customization. Unfortunately, I'm pouring another whiskey. Leave me alone. Leave me the hell alone, guys. Don't make fun of me. I can't show you this because I haven't done anything. I haven't put any skill points into this or anything, and I don't even have the money to buy another ship. But for example, I have the Frontier. I have the Crimson Fleet Haunt, which I stole. I stole the ship. It's actually illegal. I have to register it. And then I have the Spacer Raven, which I actually... Did I steal that? Anyway, I have the Razor Leaf is my favorite. It's my favorite. They all have different things. What else was I going to show you? Inventory. Yeah, weapons, suits, hacks, helmets. All this different things you can wear. Corporate suit. Frontier attire. I like the corporate suit. It gives me a plus 5% in persuasion. Grenades, ammo, aid. All these aids, these are really cool. These all do something different. This one, this kebab, gives me 75%, 75 energy resistance. So if I'm getting blasted with a bunch of lasers, just eat an alien kebab. Bourbon. Whiskey in a plastic container. There's double chicken in a bottle. Riesling gives you a plus 12 persuasion chance. I use this all the time. I drink wine every time I talk to people, so I can persuade them. These are all really cool, and they model all these cool. I like the models to all these things. Like here's just food, maggots. You can eat the worms, eat the bugs. I just ate a bug. Anyway, all this stuff is cool. I don't want to get too bogged down to that. What else should I show you guys? Does anybody want to see anything in particular? So that was the moon. Here's the solar system. Jupiter has like 6 moons. You can have a base on anything, by the way, except gas giants. Saturn. You can't land on Saturn. Somebody was like, why not? And I'm like, well, because there's nowhere to land. But it looks really nice. Pluto way out here. You can land anywhere in any of these systems. Here's Alpha Centauri. Show us the Dragonborn abilities. That's funny. I wish they had those. There might be alien abilities. I don't know. I have another outpost right here. I'll just show you. It's called Kurtz Outpost on the planet, on the moon. Kurtz. And it's just collecting, this is collecting aluminum for me, and the moon is collecting iron for me. And each outpost I'm going to have different materials you can gather. There's other things. Oops. Where are we going to go here? Let's do a quest. Let's do a quest. I started showing you with the alien combat. Here's all my quests. Here's faction quests. There's the Freestar Collective. There's the Crimson Fleet, who are evil, kind of. There's Ryujin Industries. I haven't even unlocked half of them. These are all different quest lines you can do. I haven't started any of these. There's mission quests. Miscellaneous. I took these missions. Bounties. Kill Spacer Punk. Kill this guy. I can go there. I can survey this planet. Get some money. I can take a vapor analysis. Activities. These will just pop up randomly. Visit Vladimir's house. He told... show Hurst's note to this other guy. It's like I have blackmail on somebody. Offer to help this guy. Speak to Commander blah, blah, blah. Visit the London landmark. All these things I've done maybe 50 of these, and they still have a bunch more to do. And then they just keep coming. These never stop showing up. There's a lot of fucking quests. And then these are all the main quests. And I just started the main game. What should I do? What quest? Oh, fuck. Show us the Starborn abilities. I don't know what that means. I don't have any Starborn abilities. It'd be cool to make a Cloud City type base. Dude, there will be really cool mods. Don't worry about it. There will be. Let's do... Hold on. Let's do one of these. Let's do one of these here. No. What's this one? What's this one? No, let's talk to somebody. Yeah, I know. I'll do this one. Where is it? I'll do this one because this one's really cool, and I get to show you a city. I get to show you a really cool city. Ready? Wait a minute. Where is it? Oh no. Oh no. Is it this one? Is it what? Is it this one? Oh yeah, this is really cool. Let me show you this one, guys. Okay. See, it's loading simulator. I forgot to show you something. I'll show you right now. It's actually not that much of a loading simulator because you can do a lot of stuff. I'm not going to land right now. Oh, fuck. I already landed. Damn it. I wanted to show you the space combat. Oh, shit. It actually teleported me inside of the world. Okay, this is fast travel. I'll show you space travel at the end. Remind me before I end my stream. So, once again, my companion's with me, and she's kind of cute. Look at her. Look how cute she is. She's like Lithuanian or something. I don't know. I can romance her. I can have sex with her. This is guys, Neon City. It's very, very, very cool. Okay. Here's my girl, by the way. Wait, let me show you my girl. This is my girl. I think she's kind of cute. I tried to make her look like Balma. I can take a mission. I can literally apply for a job at this kiosk if I wanted to. I can go into this. What the? Uh-oh. Thank you. See, look. Some random NPC just walked up to me and gave me a quest. She's like, you don't want to talk to that guy back there. And now I have to go talk to that guy. Like, literally, I was just standing here, and a random NPC walked up to me and gave me a quest. That's... guys, I can't stress enough how deep the questing is in this game. It's literally crazy. But here, let me just show you for an example of... Okay, this is the Mining League. Okay. This is the Mining League. Now, some of the buildings you have to load inside of. Some of them are open. So, this is the Mining League. For some reason, there's a shop where you can buy a bunch of mining stuff. Now, it might be easier to purchase these instead of going to look for them on a planet, for example. Right? I could steal it if I wanted to. But I did a whole quest. I did a big quest line for this character right here. And I helped him out. I helped his store out. So he has a bunch of stuff for sale. Aluminum, arc wielder, jumpsuit. A bunch of different stuff you can buy from him. You know? But he has a whole quest line. He's really cool. Here's another character. This is just a random citizen.
Yeah.
Okay, they don't have anything to say. That's my girl. That's my companion. Sometimes she'll start walking up on the counters for no reason. Because that's a Bethesda game, and it's hilarious when NPCs do stupid things. It makes me laugh. Doesn't it make you guys laugh? Or do you like, oh, this game's not finished. The NPC just did a handstand for 30 minutes. To me, that's fucking hilarious. I don't know why people get mad at that. I think Bethesda has some of the funniest glitches ever of all time. Trade authority. I can go in here and sell shit. I can go over here and get a vending machine. We're gonna do the quest line though. I want to talk to somebody. Whoops. Run. Oh, this is the owner of the city. He made a statue of himself. This is a very lively city. I like it. I'm trying to read chat. It's a requirement, interesting. The game's not finished. Oh, yeah, pee my pants. I did a big quest line in here earlier. Oh, are we going into a club or something? Uh-oh. Club. Oh boy. Dance club. It's funny, but it takes you out of the game. Yeah, but half the reason why I like the Skyrim is because of all the funny, dumb things you can, especially mods. I'll mod bugs into the game on purpose. Like, I think it's funny. Anyway, not bugs, but like I'll mod like really stupid things into the game. Oh, here we go. Okay, so we got, oh my god, it's so woke. Oh my god, guys, I'm Satan. It's gonna kill me. He's trying to kill me, guys. Dancers. Gay guys. Oh, look how gay this guy is. I swear to God, people just like look for anything woke and then they point it out. It's not even woke. It's just weird. I gotta find the guy. Where the fuck is the guy? Oh. See, look at they do stupid things. Look at this guy. I'm gonna bully him. Look, he's afraid of me. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't even know how to walk. Look, now he's staring at me. Get away. Baldur's Gate, BGS attempt at adult humor. I really like the direction they went with the sci-fi art style. Yeah, that's just for this city, dude. That's just for this one city. And this city is huge. Booth. There's a sex booth. There's literally a sex booth. Oh, look at this. Dude, I'm telling you, the design of this game is incredible. I can see below me where I just came from. Like, and my computer looks way better, my monitor, than what you're looking at, because I'm in. But look, like the colors are more vibrant. I'm telling you, everything about the design of this game is flawless. Did I go the wrong way? I think I have to go around the corner. Oh. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How do I get over there?
Yes. Well.
Oh, this is Benjamin Bayou, the owner. I don't want to talk to him right now. I have to talk to that person? How do I get up there? Uh-oh. Guys, what do I do? Well, I'll talk to this guy, see what happens.
What the hell do you want?
I wouldn't normally bother with idle chatter, but that's such a ridiculous question. I'm going to gift you with a response. I don't own Neon. Neon is the property of Xenofresh Fisheries, of which I just happen to be the CEO and the major majority stakeholder. Now, if you care to take a moment to dissect that statement in your tiny little mind,
see, look,
I'm confident you'll discover the answer to your question.
I don't know if you could hear all that, but I think the voice acting's pretty good, guys. Wait, is this too low? I forgot to ask. Am I wrong? Or that was actually not bad. That was not bad. I'll do one more.
Not that it's any of your business, but yes. I'm the administrator of Neon. Actually, there are a lot of perks that come with the job. But you want to know my favorite? One snap of my finger and
it's echoing.
people
What
who
the
ask
fuck?
too many questions get thrown off of the upper platform. I love that one.
I wonder why it's echoing. I don't know.
Next time, Don't bother me unless it's important.
So he's not terrible. He's not terrible. But I've had better conversations, much better. I just don't know how to find this person, guys. Here's a little robot doing his robot thing. I think I have to go the other direction.
Get lost. I have a job to do.
She just told me to get lost. Now, in reality, if I was offended by that, I could kill her right now. But I'm not gonna. I don't want to do. Like, Bethesda games give you the freedom to do that. Oh, maybe this is the... Yes, here we go, guys. Okay, first of all, this is a private bar. This is a private bar. I can steal all of these really expensive vodkas. But I don't know if there's a guy trying to watch me. So I'm not going to do it yet.
Feeling the music?
Okay, ready? She's the DJ. Let's talk to her for a second. Look, they even added really cool, like, effects to all these screens and stuff. Wait, I hit A.
Yeah,
Oh, there it is.
Sorry, I don't do autographs.
Dude, did they... Wait a minute. I heard her say 2 words. Chat? I think this is... Is this Bjork? Is this Bjork? The voice actor? The singer? I was going to offer you mine. Should I say that? No, I'm not. I'm not playing like... I'm not role-playing as a dick. Because I'm Bulma. I don't want an autograph.
Yeah? Okay, cool. Cool.
Cool.
Most people that come up to me just want an autograph or a picture.
It's...
After I've been modding all night. It gets really annoying.
It's fucking Bjork. Guys, it's Bjork. Hold on. What is modding? You should be flattered. I have so many fans. To have so many fans, you need to... No need to get upset. That's the price of stardom.
Oh, so it's my fault. I suppose next you're going to tell me it's okay for fans to start stealing stuff too. My music slate's gone. Completely vanished. I had all of my new songs figured out on that thing. And someone ripped me off. Total drag.
Someone ripped me off. I have my music on it. I have my music on those things. I can't even do whatever accent that is. Aurora is a drug, by the way. I could help you find your slate.
Oh man. Wow. That would be so cool. Yeah, please. I thought I sensed a decent aura around you when you walked up.
Now, it's typical Bethesda dialogue and voice acting, but it's not terrible. Now, this is not... I'm telling you guys, there are really, really good acting quest lines. I'm not picking the best ones. I'm just doing it by random. No, or I just want to get paid. That's usually what I say because I'm trying to make money for a starship. I'll just say that again.
Hey, don't worry about it. If you find that music slate, I'll shunt you some credits. Oh, and
okay.
If you're looking for a lead, talk to Micah. She works the bar at Euphorica, and she's a...
So I have to go talk to the Micah girl at the bar.
Figure out how I'm going to mod my next set.
Okay.
See you.
So I got a
on the
quest.
flip.
Bye. Now I got a quest. Now I can go talk to Micah. Right? And look, they just keep adding quests to my activity. I don't have to do this right now. I'm not even going to do it right now. Because I want to show you guys other stuff. Now, for example, I don't know if I can... I think I have to leave in order to be able to go to my ship. Uh-oh, shit. I can't do this. I can't go in there because he's going to see me. How do I get out of here? Oh, right here.
Catherine Luzian keeps demanding we look into her husband's murder. Yeah.
LOL, she got bimbo lips. What is Bjork? Bjork the singer. She's a singer. This guy, I guess, dumbass again, is annoying me. I hate his face. Chat. Chat. I just saved the game. Look at everybody run! Get out of here! Ooh. crazy guy in the house. Crazy guy, run for the door. Run, look, they're causing a panic at the door. Look, now they don't know where to run. Oh God. Oh, some dude just jumped way over there. Chat, I'm fucked. I have to reload my save, but you know what? Let's just do this. Look at this poor guy. Look at this poor guy. Look at it. Oh, there he goes. What's he gonna do? Go, 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 go. Oh no! He's level 17. His name is Mickey. I'm singling this guy out. I'm torturing him. Oh God, he shot at me. Oh my God, oh, this guy's actually strong. Oh no, Mickey's gonna kill me. Mickey's gonna kill me. I'm gonna unload a whole minigun at these people. Why are they so hard to kill, dude? Why is Mickey hard to kill? Look at even the robot's scared. Poor guy. I feel bad for the robot. I'm gonna leave I'm gonna leave him alive. I'm missing every shot. This offends you. This poor guy. This guy barely escaped with it. This is hilarious. See, they're all jumping around in circles. This is why I love Bethesda games, because it's chaos. Like anything could happen. You know what I mean? They allow. Now this is weird. I'm not dying. I'm wondering why I'm not dying. Maybe this place doesn't have the best security. I'm just testing the game out, guys. Trying to see if I can break the game. Let's see what happens when I leave this. Go to the neon main area. It is fun. It's hilarious. Uh-oh, I'm gonna die. I'm actually gonna die now. That's why. Oh boy. This gun is so unbelievably powerful. You don't even know. I don't have many bullets though. I really don't. Oh shit. I'm playing on controller, guys, not mouse and keyboard. Oh, this guy's hurt. Oh no. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm invisible. See, look, he's glitched. See, the game isn't perfect. I'm dead if I walk out of here, though. Like, I have to kill. They're just gonna keep coming. Okay, I have to reload. I have to I have no choice. I'm not gonna be doing that because I need to be at this place. I don't want to get arrested. Oh well, I died anyway. Anyway, guys, that was just a little test of chaos. I normally don't play like that. See, right before I killed this guy. They're just having fun. I'm going to leave them alone. I'm actually going to do this. What I am going to do is go into space and show you something. Okay? Where is this place? Let's go to a random planet. Let's go to this planet. So we're going to go into space, and I'll show you some space combat. Okay, now. Okay. Uh-oh. This is actually a perfect example.
Thanks. You're a lifesaver. My wife and I are trying to get to Volai Alpha.
Uh-oh.
I keep telling her we're on the right track, but she insists our heading's wrong.
His wife.
That's because we did jump past it.
Robin, can you go 5 minutes without interrupting me?
Maybe if you listened to me every once in a while, I wouldn't
Can you go to 5 minutes without interrupting me? I just did like an Irish Indian accent. Maybe I should give you directions to the nearest marriage counselor. I'm in a hurry. I'm still here if you two actually want directions. I'm gonna say marriage counselor.
Already got one, thanks. She's the one who suggested this damn trip.
She suggested my trip.
The excitement will be good for you two.
The excitement?
Oh, if only someone had...
So they give us like, I'm gonna skip some of this, but they give you like really fun dialogues. Now, honestly, I have no idea. Your wife's right. You're heading the wrong way. It's just up ahead. I'm just gonna tell them it's up ahead to get on their way.
How about that, Robin?
I was right.
So smug about it.
So I sided with the dude.
Never gonna hear the end of this. Thanks for your help. Make your way.
So I was just sexist. I sided with the guy. I think he might even be wrong about his location. So here's the space combat. Guys, if you want to know, yes, it's first person and third person. Okay? Yes, it's the first and third person. It gets a little disorienting in this one. However, it's fun sometimes to get into this view. I like this view sometimes. You can boost. You have lasers. You have particle blasts. You have missile launchers. Bottom left lets you switch. You see my cursor on the bottom left? I'm switching between all of these different highlighted options. I can subtract. Let's see. I can subtract from any of these, and I can boost. If let's say I want to put my energy all the way up. Now I can go very, 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 very fast. Now I'm actually moving fast. But now I don't have any paralyzing weapons. I have a lot of lasers though. I can actually split between the two if I wanted. So now they're both powered up halfway. You have to pick and choose what you want to power up and what you want to power down. Like I could have my missiles all the way up. And then when you want to fast travel, you got to turn your grav drive all the way up. Anyway, that's how this is kind of how space combat works. I wanted to get into a space. Let's do another. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this, guys. This is my mission. I think I have to turn my gravity. Oh no, I'm traveling to my agenda. My mission. The gravity is only when you're going in between star systems. I'll show you how that works. Oh shit! Somebody hit me. They're scanning for contraband. I don't have any contraband. But like here's a traitor. He's a traitor. I can kill him. Or I can hail him. I can ask him to trade. I can use the piracy option. I want everything on your cargo hold right now, but guess what? There's a bunch of police people around me, so I don't want to do that. But I can just trade with this guy. Why didn't you say so, he says. So let's see what he has. Oh, a bunch of cobalt. And what do you know? I need this. I'm actually not going to buy it because I have too much. I could find this on another planet. That's fine. But anyway, like it just helps to add a variety of ways to get materials. Now, what I was going to show you is this. Go into a different system. For example, I want to go to Olympus. Well, let's pick a mission. Let's pick an activity to do here. Super fan. I have to talk to her later. Let's just pick an activity to do. And then we'll end on this. We'll end on this. We'll go to the London landmark. We'll go to the London landmark. So now I'm going to go to Earth. So here's my Earth map. Now, guys, I didn't even show you like 1% of the game. You know, the quests are really, I don't know which quests are good until I do them, but some of them are really amazing, like incredible questing. Some of them are actually really, really, really good. Here's Earth, and here's the London landmark. No, I don't want to land. Oh, fuck. I'll just land there. If you land on a planet, it does the loading screen. If you just fast travel to the galaxy, it does a different kind of loading screen. I can't even describe it. But here's the London landmark, guys. This is Earth. We're on Earth right now. Do you know what building this is? Does anybody know? Should I go live with Nick? I don't know why I would go live with Nick. I don't know what building this is in London, but some tall building. So I visited this landmark. But this is Earth, you know. What else do I show you? I don't even know, man. I just wanted to like give you guys examples of. Mainly, it's deep how you can customize your character with all these skill tree perks, and also the questing. I'm telling you. I did so many quests. I'm 30 hours in, and I still have so many more quests to do, and I keep getting new ones. Like, look, I did all these. These are all, some of them are really long quests. I'm just telling you guys, it's very fun. It's very fun. I'm going to go to one planet that has life on it, and I'm going to kill some aliens. What's Nick Ricada doing? Did he ask me to come on or something? Let's land. I could go to another. I think I showed you guys this city last time. But let's land right here. Land on Earth, coniferous forest. Yes, you should. I don't know why, but the better question is why not? I just don't want everybody to make fun of me. That's what happens every time I go on Nick's show. Okay, see this planet. This is actually, whoa, dude. Now, whenever you land on a planet, it procedurally generates your surroundings. So I happen to land in front of a big mountain, which is actually pretty cool. And if I wanted to, I could build a base here. Uh-oh, there's another guy landing. See, now I could go steal that guy's ship if I wanted to. I literally right now could go in this direction and kill this guy, which I might do. But another thing is, I like this mountain. And if you go into the scanner, you can see there's a lot of argon on the ground. I could use all of this to build a bunch of argon mining bases. Like miniature. Oh, this is an annoying mountain to navigate. Holy shit. You should defend Vito. I don't want to defend Vito. Why does he need me to defend him? What did he do? Where's the guy that landed? I can't even find him. Guys, I don't know where that guy went. I keep hearing people make noises. Oh, it's a bird. You know what I mean? I don't know what Vito even did. Can you steal his ship and sell it? Yes. I think he landed over here. You can. Now the game would be too easy if you could steal everyone's ship and sell them. So what they do is you can't sell them. You can't sell illegal ships. They have to be registered. So once you register it, you have to pay a certain amount of money to register it. So that way you can't sell every ship for like a lot of money. It's a way of like minimizing your, like, you can't just make $1 billion in like a day. That's the whole point. And I think it's a good thing. Now look at all these plants. I need you in order to create food in this game. You need them, and food gives you buffs. Food gives you big health buffs and attack buffs. And experience buffs, actually, to be honest. I'm gonna kill this dragon, this dinosaur. Oh shit, this thing might kill me. Wait, is it high level? No. Ah! Get away! Oh shit, I shot my girl! No! Okay. Look, she's mad at me. She's literally aiming at me. I shot her. Taking his hide. There's another creature down here. I'm gonna go into first person. Oh, they're fighting each other. Oh, it just killed it. That creature just killed... This bird just killed... Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. It's hard to hit. Oh, I thought I had it. You get to lead it a little bit. Anyway, what's going on down here? So, you know, now, there's not much to do on these planets. There's really not. You hunt for animals, you build a base. Like, look, right now, I could go like this. And I could just put an outpost down anywhere I want. At the top left, it tells you what materials you can gather. Argon and water. Some planets, which is better, you should build an outpost with 3 or more. Sometimes you can get iron, lead, nickel, all in one outpost. This one's just argon and water everywhere. And once you build the outpost, you can I can build up on a mountain. I can build on a flat plain. It doesn't really matter. It's a little harder to build on a mountain. But other than that, there's not much to do. And then every outpost you can assign one of your NPCs. Oh god, the thing's scary looking. I don't like the way it looks. But these are low level planets, guys. These are not, the game's not easy at higher levels. You do die a lot. I just wanted to, just showing you some planet stuff. It's a dead animal. Chat, I'm gonna favorite type of music. Okay, my favorite type of music is probably folk rock. I like sorry, Simon and Garfunkel. I like REM. Those tend to be my favorite bands. Folk rock. But I also really like 80s pop music a lot. Big fan of well, pop rock, I guess, 80s rock, 70s pop. Oh my god, I can't talk. I need to drink some whiskey for a second. Holy shit. The Cars, one of my favorite bands of all time. We'll go to a different planet. Does this one have animals? None. Does this one have animals? 8. Let's go to this planet. Let's go to this one, and let's go to a rocky desert. What was I saying? What's the Norn plant in this one? I don't know, dude. Skyrim ragdolling. Yeah, dude, ragdolling's fun. Anyway, guys, I know everybody, we're winding down, so I know people are losing interest. And I'm losing interest in streaming, to be honest. But I just wanted to talk about I wanted to give my take about the game and why I think some people had way too high expectations about this game. And why the game... See, look, right now, you could straight up level up your skill tree if you wanted to. You could put a lot of skill points into all of your ship design, ship stuff, and you could do a lot of hijacking and shipbuilding. You could do a lot of combat. And the easiest way to level up is to go to land on planets and kill higher level monsters and aliens. Now, I'm on low level planets right now. This is a very low level planet. I just killed that thing while looking at my OBS screen. I wasn't even looking at my monitor. That's how good of a shot I am. But this is a rocky area. Now this is kind of a boring planet, but there's actually life on it. What's down here? A bunch of lead. I can build a lead outpost there. I just wanted to give perspective. I think this game has a lot to do. There's big cities with tens and tens and tens of hours of fun side quests that you can do. Some of them are very funny. Like, you can straight up kill people in the game. You can, you can be a good guy, a bad guy. There's multiple endings to every quest. There's, and I mean like side quests, like side quests that aren't even side quests, that are just like random activities. There's multiple ways to do them, and you can have multiple. It's a Bethesda game. If you like Bethesda, there's no reason why you wouldn't like this. Unless you are tired of Bethesda games, then you wouldn't like this game. But I'm not tired of it. The last one I played was Fallout 3. Why would I be tired of it? I didn't even play Fallout 4 or 76. To me, this is like a breath of fresh... This is like a way better Fallout 3. I don't know. Except it glitches. Look, he's stuck. Oh, no, he teleported. Oh, no. There he goes. What the fuck is this? This is some bug. This thing dropped. Metabolic agent. Took his hide. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm just nonstop having fun because whenever I'm bored with doing something, like hunting, whenever I'm bored with hunting dinosaurs and getting XP, which I'm not even doing it very well right now. I want to go to higher level planets and get better things. But whenever I'm done with that, I just go to my missions and I go, I'm going to do my faction quest now. And apparently this whole faction quest line is like 30 quests long. It just keeps going and going and going. And every faction is deep. It's like the Thieves Guild or whatever from Skyrim. But, you know, the Freestar Collective, the Crimson Fleet. And there's multiple ways you can work for them, you can work against them. You can work for these people, you can work against these people. It's literally creative. There's bounties. There's infinite bounties. There's infinite planet surveys. There's ways to make money. You know, the only reason Camelot came in earlier was like, Lofty, why are you not saying anything bad about it? It's because I think the majority of the discourse around this game in my circles is negative, and I think it should be. I think the game's like an 8 out of 10. So I'm trying to compensate, if that makes sense. I'm trying to compensate for all the negativity. It's not a perfect game. Anyway, chat. Lofty, gotta chill a bit about the game. Look, Green Tea, you're giving it too much credit. Look, Green Tea, I think I just explained why. You're right, you're probably right. But I'm trying to make people excited for video games. I don't like when people... I don't know. What's going on, guys? If I'm annoying, though, I'll shut up. I'm actually trying to wrap up my stream, and I just don't know how to shut my mouth. That's why. See, now I'm just spinning in circles my wheel. Other than that... Oh, I'll show you one more city. Then we'll leave. Then we'll do. This is important. Let's go to... We are already here. Oh boy, I don't remember where it's at. Is it fucking here? Wait, shit. Is it here? Narian? Hold on. Well, I can show you a star station. Oh, I'm during combat. I can't even travel. I'm during combat. I can't travel now because I'm stuck. Let me get out of this thing. I'm hiding. Please don't shoot anything. Is this thing chasing me? Oh, I'm still in combat. Anyway, fuck this. I'm still in combat. Guys, anyway, I don't feel like showing any more of the game. The other cities are just as cool as Neon City. There's a bunch of them. There's spaceports. I'm gonna go kill something right now. Fuck this. Fuck you. Get away from me. Uh-oh, okay. I'm not a melee. Ah! Oh my god! Help me. I'm not a melee person. I have to fuck. Help me. Oh shit. Oh my god, kill me. Oh my god, this is disgusting. Okay, I don't like spiders, guys. I fucking don't like spiders. I don't like spiders. Oh my god. And I also do not have the good guns for this right now. Oh my god. I have to heal.
Give up already.
Oh my god, guys. You don't even know how freaking creepy that was. You do not even understand. I don't like spiders, guys. Even in video games. When they're chasing me like that, it's not fun. It is not fun. There's one right here. There's one right here. Oh my god. Get away. I thought it was right here. My thing turned red. Where is it, dude? Where is it? Oh, it's not here. Anyway, chat. Oh my god. Holy shit. That was scary. All right. Enough of that. Let me back to my menu. Well, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed myself in my chair. I just had fun. I'm not going to stream about Starfield probably ever again. And if I do, it'll be on someone else's stream. No, you're doing fine. Thanks, Green Tea. Actually, Andrew, yo, you talking about both on BSUP and now is making me get back into No Man's Sky. I want to do it too. I want to play it in VR again, even though I got sick last time. I want to play it in VR again. I got sick. Disgustingly sick. I almost threw up. But it's fun, dude. Get back into No Man's Sky. Go. I mean, if you don't like this game, or if you, after you beat it, just go fucking build a cool base on a planet. Like, No Man's Sky has really beautiful planets, I will say. Some of the most way more beautiful planets than Starfield, by far. Although I can't even say that because I've only explored like 20 planets in this game, so I don't know. I had a good time playing Starfield and having your stream on the side, dude. Isn't it? I love playing games and listening to streams. It's just fun. Thank you, Sky. I appreciate it. 9090, Anon. But like, I'm playing Starfield too, Sky. That's pretty much it, guys. What else is happening? What else is coming out, guys? What else am I going to talk about? Let me think. My head's stuck to the side. My character can't move right now. It's glitched. Movies coming out soon. Hayao Miyazaki movies comes out in December. Oh, the Tokyo Game Show, guys. I'm going to be streaming the Tokyo Game Show not next week, but the week after. And that's going to be fun. I'm going to stream the whole thing. Look out for that one. It's like December 20th or something. September 20th. In the meantime, we might do a total change up in the near future. Potentially, probably next Monday or next Wednesday, because like I said, I'm sticking to probably Wednesdays. That's why I stream tonight, by the way. I'm probably going to be sticking to every Wednesday I do a stream consistently. So if anything, if all else fails, check Wednesdays. I'll probably be on here talking about something. But we're going to be talking about, we might do an AI stream next week. Might tone it down. Totally different vibes. And I'm talking about AI art, making funny AI art pictures of like Donald Trump like throwing Joe Biden into a volcano or something. Like, I don't know, some just random funny things. We're going to just make funny AI pictures. And then we're going to do some more tier lists. I'm going to have some guests on. And I was just on the biggest show in the universe. Probably. It's called BSUP. BSUP. Great stream. Love those guys. I would love to go back on Mondays to hang out with them whenever they have room for a guest. I wish I could just hang out. Those guys are really nice to talk to. I just will say. Very refreshing. I don't get screamed at. Which is fine. But other than that, guys, yeah, just play video games, have fun, go watch stuff. A bunch of big movies coming out. Then we're going to do a bunch of movie streams. We're going to do The Killers of the Flower Moon and The Killer with David Fincher movie. And we're going to do The Creator, big sci-fi movie coming out. We'll do Rebel Moon stream. We'll do... I want to get back into movies, so that's what I'm doing, guys. Coming up in the fall. But it'll be fun. We'll talk about movies. There it is, actual Andrew. He was on that stream too. Spider-Man 2 comes out. Yes, I'm looking forward to that too, Sags. I just don't know if I'll have time to play it, man. There's too many games. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and a comment. Well, you've been commenting. I don't give it. And then, yeah, like I said, there's a join. If you guys want to support the channel, I say this every week. I'm just trying to grow my membership a little bit. But if you want to support, there's a join button. I think the lowest tier is like $1.99 a month or something. I can't remember. But it's like, yeah, it's just, I'm trying to grow enough members to the point where I can do members only streams, and then we can do fun trivia stuff. Like very interesting, different kinds of streams and more edgy stuff, maybe. I don't know. But that's there if you want it. Good night, Green Tea. And good night, Andrew. Good night, Sky, everybody. And who else is here? Anon. And anybody lurking. Joseph. It's the same game as Fallout, Elder Scrolls, and Doom. It's Doom without walls. Good take. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out. See you. Dead House. Dude, I could get you on. Well, yeah. Down for some movie streams. Or if you want to come on and talk about movies, I don't know. We'll see. But member streams would be good for like chat to come on and hang out and talk and stuff. Dude, movie streams are great. Great. See you guys. I'll catch you later. I'm gonna move my chair out of the way. Bye chair. See you. You'll see him again later. Whenever I do a react stream. Okay, bye everybody. See ya.